Walk will take it across the timeline, guarded by Hurd. Drives to his left side, beats his defender, backs up, fading away. Good! That may be a dagger. 59-54 with 1:08 left. Braden Walk coming alive in the overtime period.
Buffalo's basketball is on the air. Mountain View High School is ready to lead the charge in the 2019-2020 season.
Down low in the blocks, draws contact, and it falls. Lindy Herford back to the line to tie it.
Catch it all on your home for Bridger Valley Basketball, mylocalradio.com. Mountain View Basketball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, the Come On In of Casper, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Plains Tire, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Trona Valley Community Federal Credit Union, The Store, and Blacks Fork Dental. Now, Buffs fans, it's time to head to the booth to join the play-by-play voice of the Bridger Valley, Jake Hibbard.
Welcome into day 2 of the Bridger Valley Invitational, live from the Cedar Top Dome in Mountain View, Wyoming. We are here for a morning matinee contest of the Mountain View Buffaloes against the Cokeville Panthers. It's a doubleheader, however, it's inverse. The boys are up first, followed by the girls, and we'll come back with our first look at this contest when we return on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View Basketball, live and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
And welcome into an abbreviated Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show. Water damage, mold damage, fire, or more, Sawyer's is there for you in the Bridger Valley. 307-741-7000. And while they are in the Bridger Valley, they're there for you wherever you need that damage control fixed up. It's also wyodisastercleanup.com, the website you can go visit. Well, in today's contest, Cokeville and Mountain View, coming off of a win yesterday for Mountain View. That was the only game happening here. There was 2 games in this tournament as it really gets ramped up today, but there were 2 games yesterday for the boys. Mountain View versus Kemmer. They won that one. Mountain View defeated Kemmer. And then Lyman lost to Big Piney on their home court in a thrilling finals, 56-54, the final on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard there. Well, last year, the Cokeville Panthers finished 18-10 as Mountain View, as we talked about yesterday, got its first victory in our first winning season in a decade a year ago, and looking to improve upon that. And that included for Cokeville a 3rd place finish at the regional tournament. Their leading scorer a year ago, Andrew Thomas, does not return, and they got a lot of new names, but a lot of returners as well. We'll take a look at the starting 5. That'll be brought to you by Blacks Fork Timber in a bit, but as we continue our first look here, that's presented by Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. 24-hour towing and a fitness center that never closes as well. Also, home and glass auto repair. Bradshaw's can help you out. 307-787-3450 in Lyman. Mountain View looked pretty strong yesterday in spurts. Their defense was really the backbone of yesterday's victory as their shooting came and went. Kimball Madsen and Braden Walk led the way scoring, but it was really the steals up front from that zone defense that led to the breakout victory over Kemmer. We'll take a closer look at that one maybe throughout this game if we get any chance, but we're only about 5 minutes away from the opening tip-off. So that's your first look, brought to you by Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. Coach Todd Dayton for Cokeville walking across the midline after talking to Mountain View's head man Dustin Reese. We'll continue and close out the Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show next on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View Basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
Back here at the Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show, Mountain View in their home white jerseys with the purple piping down the sides and the purple buff on the left side of the shorts. Cokeville in their black jerseys. They've got the Cokeville with the Panther jumping through the sea on the left side of their shorts. Black shorts, black jerseys, red or orange piping, I should say, not red, orange piping with white trim on the sides. All the teams still in their warm-up jerseys, so I can't tell you what color their numerals are, but we're about 3.5 minutes away from the opening tip in this one again. It's a bit of an inverted start to today's game as the boys will play first, followed by the girls. Starting lineups brought to you by Black's Fork Timber. We won't get starters announced, at least we didn't yesterday, as tournament times kind of hit and miss with whether or not you get starters announced. So let's go ahead and jump into them right now. I was able to catch up with both coaches and confirm these before the contest. First for Mountain View, 3 seniors and 2 juniors in the starting lineup. At point guard, you've got Braden Walk, a 5'10" senior wearing number 2. Kimball Matson at the wing, a 6'2" senior, wears number 4. Also at the wing, Luke Branson, 6'2" junior, wears number 3. In the post, 2 big bodies and two players that will loom large for the offense and defense for the Mountain View football team throughout the season. One a receiver, one an offensive and defensive lineman. Brigham Blumell is 6'3" senior, wears number 10, and Hunter Meeks, 6'3" junior, wears number 23. We'll also see heavy doses of Ashton Schofield, Brecken Barnes off the bench throughout this contest. For the Cokeville Panthers, Tyler Moyes starts. He wears number 5, a 6-footer. And Nate Barnes, 6'1", wears number 11. Luke Schwarting, 6'2", wears number 4. Ethan Bird, 6 foot, wears number 21. And Garrett King wears number 23 and is 6'4". Other 5 men on the varsity roster for Cokeville: Hunter Thomas, Trayson Dayton, Devin Rowland, and Nick Weaver, as well as Tanner Brown. We'll take one last break and come back with the opening tip, as that was your starting lineup brought to you by Black's Fork Timber in Mountain View. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Our company specializes in fire damage restoration, mold inspection, remediation and testing, flood cleanup, and biohazardous cleanup services. We complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Safety is our highest priority, and once we've completed your job, we ensure your home or business will again be a safe place to occupy. Call me, Chase, at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
The Central and Midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
We hope you're enjoying this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all of this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. The Come On In of Casper. When it comes time to cheer on your Buffs or Eagles at state, the Come On In is your best bet for a great night's stay. Auto Farm Chevrolet in Evanston. General Manager Dennis Lynch invites you to come and experience a community-driven dealership. Evanston Regional Hospital. Quality health care close to home. Bridger Valley Motor. Got a check engine light blinking? Don't guess at what the problem is. Take it to Slim at Bridger Valley Motor in Lyman. And Achieve Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. No excuses, just results. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Both teams are out onto the court and set to start the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. See the Benedict's Market and True Value board has 8s and 0s all the way around. We ran through the starting lineups brought to you by Black's Fork Timber. And Mountain View in the white jerseys, white shorts, purple piping, purple numerals, and lettering across the chest, white numerals, and lettering for Cokeville with the black jerseys, orange piping. Eric Quinney, the referee in today's contest, tips off, and it's won by Mountain View. Hunter Meeks takes it across the timeline over to the right wing. It's Luke Branson. Throws it to Blue Mel, and they swing around left side. Mountain View moving the ball well early on. Meeks nearly with a travel at the top of the key. Gives to Matson, then works in, screens, rolls down to the post. Matson looking for him. Good defense employed there by the Cokeville Panthers. That was Garrett King out on Matson. Walk has it, thinks about a 3 on the wing, passes it up. High post pass to Blue Mel. He turns around, rejected on the play by Ethan Bird. Cokeville basketball moving from left to right. With the basketball at the start of this game, it's Luke Schwarting. Throws it quickly down low, and a little floater on the left side by Tyler Moyes, no good. Rebound by Moyes, though, and the put-back attempt by King, also no good. Blue Mel comes up with the board, and Mountain View pushing the tempo, moving from right to left. Matson has it on the right corner, turnaround shot. No, he's still working with it. Now up under, a little floating hook shot from Hunter Meeks works. Looked like he was going to go for the fadeaway, but then kept working. The defense bit on that as well, and it's 2-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Little full court pressure by Kimball Matson, and the zone looks almost identical to yesterday's game that worked so well for the Mountain View Buffs. A foul called, a block. Nate Barnes driving into the paint, gets hit by Brigham Blue Mel. First foul for Mountain View. Again, welcome to the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. 307-780-3280. How do I know that number? Because I memorized it, because if I ever need a tow and the weather's not good today, turnaround shot good by Ethan Bird makes it 2-2. If I ever need a tow, Glade Erickson's there 24 hours to come pick you up in this area or anywhere you need that tow. That's Bridger Valley Motor and Glade Erickson, 307-780-3280. Travel in the paint called against Hunter Meeks. Turns the ball over back Cokeville's way. Full court pressure. Just by Matson, though, just trying to get that trap from side to side. And then force it about the half court. Nearly a turnover. Branson down to the ground, comes away with it, rips it out of the hands of Nate Barnes. Mountain View basketball. Walk open at the wing. He tries a 3, misses off the front iron. Walk took a while, didn't hit his first 3-pointer until the third quarter yesterday. Pokes at the ball in transition. Luke Schwarting misses a free throw long. King and Matson battling for the rebound, won by Matson. Walk again pushing the tempo as Branson to his left. Keeps the basketball, dribbles up at the top of the key. 2 minutes gone by in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Over to the right wing, Kimball Matson has it, looks down high-low, pick and roll for Blue Mel. He rolls into the left side, didn't quite walk with it, just legal, and 2 points on the board for Mountain View. Both points early on coming in from the blocks for the Buffs. 2 for Meeks, 2 for Brigham Blue Mel. A wild pass thrown into the lane on the Cokeville side, picked up by Hunter Meeks, and in transition, Luke Branson misses a free throw. Rebounded by Cokeville, and Tyler Moyes on it, taking it across himself. Swiped at from behind by Kimball Matson. He holds onto it, then pushes it ahead to Schwarting. He drives into the right corner. Braden Walks, knocks it out of his hands. Thought he got it off the knees of Schwarting, but it stays Cokeville's way. Clock at 5:27, 4-2 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board in favor of Mountain View. Inbound to King, the 6'4 post, throws it up and got partially blocked, missed it. A rebound and a foul called. It was Bird on the rebound. He couldn't finish, but he does get to the free throw line for 2. Second team foul for the Mountain View Buffs. Foul count at 2-0 early on at 5:24 left in the Bridger Valley Motor opening quarter. First free throw for Ethan Bird. Misses. Setting up for the second free throw. Takes his time, now puts it into the air and misses long. So an 0 for 2 trip keeps the score at 4-2. Rebound to Mountain View. Braden Walk throws it left side to Branson. Into the blocks, turns around. Brigham Blue Mel with a hook shot. Missed, but fouled by King. 2 shots signaled. Eric Quinney was having a conversation with Todd Dayton over that timeout break over that last foul. Dayton was upset that the first foul in his eyes did not get called. Blue Mel on the line for the first time today for the Mountain View Buffs. He has 2 points off of a turnaround shot. Misses the first free throw. Blue Mel went 2 of 4 from the line yesterday, finished the game with 4 points. That no win for Mountain View, 53-32, the final over Kemmer. Second free throw, misses long again. 4-2 the score, and the early season shooting woes for both teams look to be in full effect. This is the first day of the season for Cokeville, second day of the season for Mountain View. Missed shot on a 3-ball from the left corner, goes back to Mountain View's way after the Brigham Blue Mel rebound. Left corner 3 from Madsen is missed. Blue Mel gets the board, steps out of bounds, so back to Cokeville. Nate Barnes inbounding, looking to find Moyes, and Kimball Madsen is pressuring the 2 men in the backcourt, and then that leads into what they hope to be the half-court trap as they try to bounce pass it. Braden Walk gets a hand on it, but King collects the pass. Left side back to Barnes, and a pass to Moyes. Branson nearly came up with a steal. Poked at. Kimball Madsen called for the reach foul against Moyes. 3 fouls early on for Mountain View, just 1 for Cokeville. 2 subs in for the Buffs. Ashton Schofield, the junior, at a wing, and in the post, Brecken Barnes replaces Brigham Blue Mel. Sub in for Cokeville, Trayson Dayton into the game, has the basketball. Moyes to the right wing, bounce passes over to the right corner. It's Dayton on the left wing, getting the pass and draining a 3-ball on the assist there. It was Nate Barnes finding Trayson Dayton for the 3. It's 5-4, and Mountain View has relinquished the lead. Cokeville on top by a skinny point. High-low pick and roll. Hunter Meeks is tied up by Dayton. A jump ball called. Possession arrows with Cokeville because Mountain View won the opening tip. So from the right wing, a screen from Hunter Meeks opens up Kimball Madsen as he then rolls down low. They've run that play twice so far in the pick and roll from the wing. First time with Blue Mel, this time with Meeks. Neither time is necessarily, well, there's 3 times they've run it. 2 times it hasn't worked. 1 time it got the bucket in for Brigham Blue Mel. Trap at the half court, continuing to work for Mountain View, but Cokeville holds onto the ball, opens up Dayton on the right wing. He takes a dribble inside, close to the elbow, misses a shot short. Rebounded by Meeks. Braden Walk taking it across, trying to go coast to coast. Thinks better of it, throws to the right block. Brecken Barnes can't handle it, gives it to Meeks at the top, and he drains a 3. Just straight away 3 for Hunter Meeks, and it's not his first attempt of the year, but it is his first make from distance. He had 4 points yesterday in yesterday's win as well. Floating shot on the other end. Nate Barnes gets 2 in. 7-7. Halfway through the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. See if they run the pick and roll here again. Meeks screens to the right side for Madsen. Rolls down. They look to the top. Wing 3 by Walk. Misses off the left handle. Rebounded from Cokeville, and a foul against Braden Walk. A reach in on Moyes. 4 team fouls already for Mountain View. 3:15 left in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Ethan Bird returns to the game. He replaces for Cokeville Nate Barnes. Trayson Dayton, the point guard, guarded by Schofield, takes the inbound, gives it back to Schwarting. Throws it behind the timeline, back to Dayton. A long bounce pass to King, outside to the right corner, from the right blocks to the left. Turnaround shot misses from Bird. King fighting for the rebound, but Hunter Meeks comes away with it. Tie contest, 5 minutes gone by. Branson open on the left corner. Looked like he moved his feet a little bit. Nothing called. Passes it back to Walk, pops it to the top of the key. Meeks around, screens to the right wing for Schofield, then to the top. Barnes looks down low to Meeks. He fades away, about 4 feet away, misses everything on the basket, and it's rebound Cokeville. Pushing the tempo, Schwarting runs through a couple of buffs, and a block foul called against Brecken Barnes. 2 shots. And it is against Barnes, I think. No, it's against Hunter Meeks, perhaps, which is his first. But looks like Meeks will come out for Brigham Blumel following this first free throw. Schwarting at the line, misses his first, and nobody's made a free throw in 5 attempts for the two teams so far. Nate Barnes comes into the game. He replaces Tyler Moyes. Schwarting on the second free throw. Long again, no good. 0 for 6 between the two teams. Rebound, Mountain View. Branson open on the corner. He drives in. Oh, misses long. Barnes comes up with the board. Tied up in the paint. And a hack foul called against Cokeville. Puts Barnes on the line. Still in search as that goes against Dayton, the junior. Still in search for either side a free throw make. And Trayson Dayton, a sophomore, actually. Miss on the free throw. Missed everything on it. So Barnes for one more, still tied up, 7-7 in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Again, bad weather out there, so keep that number in mind, 307-780-3280. That's the number to get a tow anytime you need it, especially right here in this area. Glade Erickson from Bridger Valley Motor to pick you up. Barnes misses the second free throw, just barely grazed the front of the rim, but the ball's out of bounds and last touch by Cokeville. Back to Mountain View on the inbound. Branson throws it up high to Schofield. Hands off to Braden Walk at the midline circle. Moyes moves to the scorer's table to check in at the next dead ball with 2:20 left in the opening quarter. 7-7 both way. Mountain View versus Cokeville. Opening day of the season for Cokeville. Game 2 for Mountain View. Branson has it, swings it to the left side. Bounce pass into the blocks. Barnes out to the right wing. Behind the back dribble from Walk. He hands off then to Brigham Blumel. Down to 2 minutes left. Blumel back to Walk. Backs up, resets through the legs. Looks to the left side, finds the corner where Schofield has it. Down low, Barnes finds some space, past Dayton, and an easy lay-in from the left side, point-blank range. A breakdown in defense and patience shown by the Mountain View Buffs offense to find the good shot. Quick transition bucket, King assisted from Luke Schwarting for the bucket. Garrett King on the board, 9-9, and we're back tied after that long wait and methodical offensive setup for Mountain View to get those 2 points. Cokeville comes back and responds in about 4 seconds. Walk with the basketball at the free throw line, passes it back to Blumel. Shoots it to the left side. Branson tied up by Dayton. High-low leaves Blumel open, but he's tripped up. Throws the ball up to the top of the key. Walk has the, Walk tied up with a double team out to the right side. Bounce pass from Schofield down low to Barnes. He handles it a little bit under the basket, though. Airballs a shot attempt from about a foot away as he was kind of under the backboard trying to arrange it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mountain View. 1:05 left in the opening quarter, brought to you by Bridger Valley Motor. And we have a couple of substitutions. Kimball Matson returns to the game, as does Hunter Meeks. 4 fouls, make it 5 fouls in the first quarter for Mountain View. They have just one before it's bonus time in the second quarter for Cokeville. 9-9 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. Skip from the left to the right. Branson picks off the pass. He's got an open layup. 2 steps and drops it down, 11-9. Opportunistic defense is really what got Mountain View the victory yesterday and gets them 2 points on that play. The left side, trap D. Dayton has it on the right side. He hesitates, layup in, kind of palmed the ball there. 11-11 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 5 points for the sophomore coming in off the bench as a 6-man, down to 30 seconds in the first quarter. Tied game. Right wing to the right blocks. Meeks is rejected, but a foul. 2 shots for Hunter Meeks. 2 men in on that play. I think it may have been Moyes on the foul. That's the signal from the official. It's Moyes' first. Mountain View 0 for 4 from the line, as is Cokeville in this opening quarter, 23.9 seconds. And make it 0 for 5. Meeks hits the front iron. I think it's hard to shoot free throws early in the morning. That's just my anecdotal evidence from my own experience. And that is on display in this contest so far. 14 minutes past 11 o'clock, and a make comes for Meeks on the 6th attempt for Mountain View. Meeks with 5, make it 6 points now to the right side on the corner. Moyes has it, dribbles in, elbow shot, no good. Braden Walk had the board, popped out of his hands, then Hunter Meeks collects it. 11 seconds left as Meeks takes it across the timeline, down to 8 as he looks to pass Finds nobody, now finds Blumel. 4 seconds to Walk, gets a screen, deep three at the buzzer is nothing but net. Braden Walk ends the first quarter with an exclamation point. 15-11 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View leads Cokeville after 1 quarter of play. We'll be back with more on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Second quarter back here in Mountain View, Wyoming, day 2 of the Bridger Valley Invitational, and the Buffs homestanding Mountain View Buffaloes on top of the Cokeville Panthers 15-11 after 1 quarter. Welcome you into the Reese Auto Service second period. Skip from the left corner to the right wing. Up top, it's Braden Walk for a 3. He hit one to end the first and hits one to start the second quarter. 6 points for Walk and an 18-11 lead on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Trap. Throw across to Moyes. He gets past Blumel, works down to Meeks, who gets a block on the ball, but also got a little bit of wrist. So it's a foul in a second on Hunter Meeks. Brings up free throws for Tyler Moyes, and Cokeville still looking for their first make of the day at the free throw line. They're 0 for 4. Mountain View sitting at 1 for 6. Reese Auto Service is the trusted mechanics that can work on any engine, from down to a lawnmower up to a big diesel engine, small, large or small. Reese has got you covered. Located in Lyman, give them a call at 307-747-6450. Still, now look, no, never mind. He made the first one. So Moyes makes a free throw for Cokeville, misses the second. It's 18-12 on the 1 of 2 trip for the point guard. Mountain View rebound. Braden Walk has it, moving from right to left here in the first quarter. Skips it left side over to the corner. Hunter Meeks with it, then back to Walk on the wing. He dribbles once to the right side. Madsen over to the right corner. Branson open for 3, so he says why not. Misses it long. Rebounded Cokeville. But then a throwaway into the hands of Hunter Meeks, up to Branson, and a transition bucket. A bit of a modified one. Branson delivers on the right-handed layup. 4 points for Branson. 20-12 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. The girls coming up after this, Cokeville and Mountain View, will have that game for you. And then if you're a Lyman fan or a Kemmer fan, we'll have that game for you on mylocalradio.com and on the Spur on radio in the Kemmer listening area and beyond. I think that one's got a pretty large listening area for the Lyman doubleheader against the Kemmer Rangers, 5:30 and 7 p.m. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Braden Walk on the Cokeville side, so it stays with Cokeville. Nate Barnes, the inbounder, finds Moyes near the midline circle. He's setting up the play. Madsen comes out to guard him just about 2 steps ahead. Picks up his dribble out to the left side. Barnes with it on the wing. Madsen at the top, guarding Moyes with it now. Bounce pass over to the right side. Schwarting back to Moyes, skipping it around against the zone defense. You got to try to swing it around quickly and find that opening space, especially if you're looking for an outside shot. There's not going to be too much available on the inside with Brigham Blumel and Hunter Meeks on the inside defending for Mountain View. Out to the right side, Schwarting open for 3, tries it, misses it, off the handle. Rebound by Barnes, though, and the putback attempt is good. 4 points for Barnes, 20-14 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View on top of Cokeville. 2 minutes gone by, Reese Auto Service, second quarter. Madsen fakes a pass to the corner, then goes up top to Braden Walk. And behind the 10-foot volleyball line, Walks, throws it back left side, skip from the left to the right, Branson to Meeks. Make that Blumel rather. Up top, Madsen hasn't taken a shot yet today. Thinks about it at the top of the key, dribbles it once, then passes back to Walk. Walk resetting with 5:40 left in the second quarter. Throws it to the left side. Madsen weighing his options, finds the corner. High-low from Meeks to Blumel, out right wing. Walk open for a 3. Air ball, though. Nate Barnes on the rebound. Schwarting to take it across for Cokeville. Out to the right side, it's Moyes trying a right corner 3. Misses it. Free throw line extended. Chases his own board, though. Gets it. Puts it in. And if it's by, yes, it counts. And the foul. A shot and a free throw to follow for Moyes. Basket good, block foul. One shot, and I think it was against Braden Walk. Number 2 on Walk. Brecken Barnes moves to the scorer's table. Will not check in on this free throw, however. The free throw's good for Moyes, and now Barnes can check in. And there we go. It was not against Walk. It was against 10. I thought that was against Blue Mel. I thought that was the signal from the referee at first, and that is a correction. So 2 fouls on the 2 post players for Mountain View, Meeks and Blue Mel. Still just 1 foul on, 1 foul for Braden Walk. Free throw is good, so it's 20-17 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Moyes delivers. Getting close, a 1-possession game. Mountain View basketball with the lead. Branson in the high post. Throws it down to the low blocks to Barnes. Popped away. Barnes is, is fouled as he goes up. 2 shots. A lot of fouls in this contest. 7 for Mountain View. Now foul number 5 for Cokeville. First foul for Cokeville's number 20, Devin Rowland. He's not in the game, is he? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's no 21. Foul number 1 for Ethan Bird. First free throw good from Branson. The second is in as well. So Luke Branson is converted for 6 points today. 2 field goals and 2 of 2 from the line. Moyes takes a quick pass, throws it down low to Bird, and then Barnes called for a push foul, knocking the ball away from Bird. That's free throws for Ethan. 1 and 1. Foul number 1 on Brecken. 5 fouls for the post players for Mountain View. Cokeville, not the biggest team, neither is Mountain View. For Mountain View, their size comes from, I think, the strength. They've got 6'3", 6'2", 6'3" in the post, which even in Wyoming is not going to move the radar necessarily on the height, but it's the strength that goes along with it that makes those players such effective defenders in the blocks. Free throw misses by Bird. Bobbled board chased down by Barnes. He throws it up into the air. Meeks tries to collect it, as does Madsen now. Finally picked up by Branson. Thrown across the timeline to Hunter Meeks. He gets hit out to the right corner. Braden Walk fakes a three-pointer, steps back, tries one, misses short. Rebounded by Madsen. Then an up and under shot from Walk. No good. Gets his own board. Rejected. And finally a whistle blown. Free throws for Walk and the Buffs. 22-17. A physical game between these two opponents. 1A Cokeville and 3A Mountain View. It's 1A and 2A in the football realm. They usually start the season facing off against each other, at least for the last 5, 6, 7 years or so. Walk on the first free throw, nothing but net. Cokeville won the last 2 football games, 2017 and 2018, but it was Mountain View coming away with a 41-0 victory over Cokeville this year on their way to an 11-0 season. 23-17, one more free throw for Walk. It misses off the left side, and we may have early lane entry from Cokeville. That's the call, and it gives Walk one more chance. 4:46 left in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. And the shot is up and in. So after missing the early entry into the lane by Cokeville, takes that away and allows Walk to go 2 for 2 from the line. 8 points for Braden, leads the way for Mountain View offensively. 6 from Branson and 6 from Hunter Meeks, sitting on the bench with 2 fouls. Brecken Barnes in the post, as well as Luke Branson right now. Barnes with 1 foul and Branson with 1 as well. Cokeville basketball moving from left to right. Out to the right side, a 3-ball just missed off the front iron by Nate Barnes. Rebound, Braden Walk for the Mountain View Buffs. Up top, Branson sees an open 3, takes it, misses off the left side. He's 0 for 2 from distance so far today. Almost halfway through the Reese Auto Service second quarter. Nate Barnes picks up his dribble at the key, throws it right wing into the post. Branson pokes it away from the hands of Luke Schwarting and comes away with the steal. Mountain View basketball. Schofield on the right corner, back to Walk on the wing. He stutter steps, picks it up, high post pass to Branson. One dribble, dropping into the blocks. Turnaround shot, no good, left. Rebound from Cokeville, but Dayton tripped up. He finally picks it up, down on the ground, throws it to King, out to the right side. Moyes fakes a 3-ball. Schofield goes racing past him, trying to block the shot. Now he picks it back up, as does Schofield on the defense of Moyes. Skip to the left side. Barnes tries a wing 3. No good, missed long. Branson taps the board up into the air and then collects it on the second bounce. 24-17, 3:31 left in the second quarter. Matson wide open on the corner, passes up a three, instead goes down low to Barnes. Then back to Matson, out to the wing. Walk tries another three. It nearly banks in, rattles out of the rim though, and it's Cokeville basketball on the Nate Barnes rebound. Coach Todd Dayton frustrated, calls timeout there. It's a 7-point lead for Mountain View over Cokeville. 3:17 left in the Reese Auto Service second quarter on a First Bank presentation of Buffs basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Back to the game here, 24-17 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View on top of Cokeville. And the Panthers with the basketball. Dayton has it on the top of the key, gives it left side to, or the right side to Moyes, then to Barnes, and on the right corner. 3:05 left. Entry pass down into the blocks, and then a dish back outside to Barnes. Looking for Dayton up top, nothing doing there. King swings it to the left side. Moyes has the ball poked out by Branson. Luke chasing it out of bounds, and a push foul against Branson. His second, 1-and-1 free throws as well. Well, Branson was playing post with one foul, as both Blumel and Meek sitting on the bench with two. Barnes with one foul, and if it does go against Branson, as it does, I don't know who else it could have gone. That's his second as well. No substitution shown for Mountain View. They'll play this one out. The 1-and-1 free throw, no good by Moyes. Cokeville shooting themselves in the foot with the missed free throw percentage today. 24-17 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Schofield to the right wing. Matson then a swing left side. Alley-oop attempt, walk to Matson, good! 26-17 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 9-point advantage. Mountain View over Cokeville. Barnes to the right side. Dayton tries to find King down in the blocks, overthrows him out of bounds. Down to the final 2:29 of the Reese Auto Service second. Walk. Jogs it across the timeline through the leg dribble. Picks up. Swing to the right side. Schofield has it. Looking for options. Down to the low. Branson on the bounce pass has to collect it. Tumbles down to the ground as he tries a shot. Misses it. Cokeville on the run. It's Schwarting. Euro step. Blocked foul against Barnes. That's his second. See if it's 1-and-1 or if it was in the process of shooting. Every post player for Mountain View right now has two fouls, so they're sticking with Branson. I guess they could put Madsen down there to run in the post as well. A free throw missed. It was, well, either way, it's double bonus time. That was the 10th team foul, so shooting or otherwise, you get two. Schwarting misses his first. Second, just in. 26-18 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 8-point lead. Could be a lot closer if Cokeville had converted on really even just half of their free throws. Matson holding on to the basketball with 2 minutes left. Gets the 5-second clock on him, so then swings to the right side and then back to Walk. Matson to the free throw line. Barnes passes it, nearly stolen away. Walk comes away with it. Athletic pass out to the short corner. Schofield drains it, assisted by Walk, who went with the move a little up and under. Looked like he was going for the little circus shot, but then thought better of it and found Schofield wide open in the short left corner. High-low down to King. Guarded by Barnes hard and a whistle blown. No surprise, a foul from behind is Barnes' third. Very physical play down in the post. Referee's trying to manage that. So do you lead Barnes in with 3 fouls, or do you risk getting one of your starting posts a third foul? And the answer, as we look down to the Dustin Reese-led bench, is bring in a junior. And we got coming into the game now, number 33, junior Caden Sweep. Sweep scored in yesterday's game, late in the contest. First free throw made by King. Second shot in as well. Finally a 2-2 trip for Cokeville. Makes it 28-20 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Kimball Matson throws it left side and out of bounds. A turnover, a wild throw intended for Ashton Schofield out on the left corner. Schofield, I don't think, knows where the ball went. under the bleachers somewhere, chased down by the referee. 80 seconds left in the first half. 2-3 zone for Mountain View. Walk, kick ball as he comes away with the steal, but that was by way of the kick ball. So pass intended for Dayton. Cokeville has Moyes inbounding and another chance at it. Pass it to Schwarting and a little give and go back to Moyes. Outside Schwarting on the right corner, drives into the paint, dishes off to King, and a bounce pass goes through the hands of King and out of bounds, 28-20. Hunter Meeks checks in for the final 65 seconds of the first half. He replaces Caden Sweep. And for an offensive possession, I think they're thinking the chance of a foul is very low, and that probably signals that Mountain View could be playing for one shot here. From what I've seen of the Mountain View offense, they'll usually push the tempo a little bit more than that, but we'll see here. Wing three from Walk, misses off the handle, so indeed they only take about 10 seconds to try to get a shot up. Come up with their own offensive rebound, though. Kimball Manson at the 10-foot volleyball line to the free throw. Elbow turnaround, misses short for Meeks. Ooh, a foul from behind. Luke Branson, an over-the-back rebounding foul against Nate Barnes, sends him to the line for 2 shots, and that's foul number 3 for Branson. Caden Sweep checking back in. And is it for Branson or is it for Meeks? Got another player checking in, so maybe they'll replace Meeks as well. Connor Michaeli, another junior. I actually think I think I've got that wrong. Junior. Michaeli is a sophomore. First free throw misses for Barnes. Still 28-20 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Second shot long as well. Schwarting comes up with his own board. Guarded by Meeks. Or never mind, that was Sweep. I was going to say needed to be careful. Jump stop. Dayton throws it down low to Schwarting. Partially blocked from behind, and a rip-out rebound by Caden Sweep. 30 seconds left. Matson takes it across the timeline. Throws it left corner. It's Braden Walk with it. 5-second clock ticking. Back to Matson. A screen for Matson against Braden Walk. 20 seconds left. Walk goes to work. Throws it off to Matson. A weave down low. Spin around. Matson back out left wing. Stutter, hesitation, backing up. Braden Walk still with the dribble. Now to the left side. Dishes out to the corner. And a three-pointer from Matson. Misses. Battle for the board. Won by Schofield. He's up. He fakes it. Then goes back up. Gets hit hard and back to the free throw line. Foul on Nate Barnes. First foul on Nate. 7th team foul for Cokeville. 28-20. Schofield with 2 points in the game. Hit a 10-foot jumper. Misses his first free throw. First miss of the quarter for Mountain View at the free throw line after making just 1 of 6 in the first quarter. They're now 4 of 5. Second free throw good. 29-20. 2.9 seconds left. Dayton tries the three-quarter court shot. Hits rim. Just misses. And that's the end of the Reese Auto Service second quarter. 29-20 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. We'll be back with halftime coverage to run over first half stats right after this. First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
We'll run through some first half stats in just a little bit, but right now joined by Mountain View girls coach Jess Moretti for the Mountain View Buffs. Well, win yesterday, coach, and kind of a slow start to get going, but eventually that offense got it figured out. You got a lot of turnovers. How did you feel about day one?
You know what? The outcome obviously was what we were looking for, and with that win. But yeah, we did. We started out a little bit slow. On the floor last night, there's 4 girls out there that have varsity experience with Casey out right now, and so it was a little bit slow. And you could tell there were a lot of jitters. The girls coming in off the bench, I think they each had their go at an air ball and a turnover right away early. And then after that, they settled in quick. And I even think the girls that started the game felt, you could tell they were a little bit nervous. And so, I think it was good. The offense, we still have a lot of work to do there to get some more options out of it. And part of that's remembering all the plays that we put out there. And we'll get there one game at a time.
It's 29-20. Mountain View leading Cokeville at the half. The girls will be coming up right after this contest. Bad shooting, that's kind of just how the early season goes, isn't it? No matter what basketball it is, everyone misses shot early on.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Whether it's nerves or it's just the way the game goes, right?
Yeah. Bailey Henstra got her offense working early on, and then Kylie had a great third quarter defensively. She got some points off that, but a lot of steals. Haley looked like she was controlling the offense, but also trying to manage the minutes that she could play out there because she didn't look at 100%.
Yeah.
With I can't imagine trying to play with. I'm sure she got a sore throat and all that going on.
Yeah.
But your team a little banged up. Of course, you mentioned Casey Bugas out, but from what you saw, and then all the rotations that you were running through, you were kind of just feeling out everyone, weren't you?
Absolutely, yep. We did. We played 10 deep yesterday. Really to try to get those, games like that. That's a game that we need to get some of those younger girls in off the bench to get them experience while we can. And so, we're trying to kind of see who fits where and what groups, kind of go together. And, Haley is a little bit, she's slowly but surely getting there, healing. Kylie had a heck of a game.
Yep.
So,
some of the freshmen and sophomores that you got in, we see promise out of them, but I think also it's good to get them out there on a varsity court early on because sometimes you see them playing a little bit ahead of themselves, I guess, or sometimes the ball keeps going or they keep going, and it's just kind of, I think, the nerves. It's good to have maybe a home tournament to get lots of games early on because you're going to need them down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Yeah, and we are going to need them. Once Casey comes back, like I said, we got those main 6 that we run, and then and I think, learning the pace of the game, going from freshman to JV and then to varsity, it's just a different level. And so, figuring that out is key these first couple tournaments for sure.
How are your JV girls doing over on the court next to us?
They're doing excellent. I want to say it's 26-13 at half.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, well, thanks for joining me halftime and giving us a little look into last night's contest. We weren't able to catch up with you last night, but I wanted to see, you got Cokeville today. You don't worry too much about the matchups early on, but what would you like to see out of your girls today?
we have to have solid defense, and in any contest that we play, that's been one of our things every year in this program, has been defensively, making sure that we take care of that. Cokeville transitions well. That's something that we need to continue to work on, is that defensive transition. Offensively, I want to be able to have more options out of the things that we run, and like I said, that's repetition, and that's remembering and having a new group out there that's working together. So I want to be more fluid in our offense and then just buckle down on defense.
All right, Coach Moretti, good luck, as we'll be calling your game in just a little bit. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you out in the court in, I guess, about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
That's Coach Jess Moretti for the Mountain View Lady Buffaloes. We'll be having that game at the conclusion of this contest that's now 29-20 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Now let's run through some first half stats as we have them. For the points, Braden Walk leads the way for Mountain View with 8 on 2 3-pointers and 2 of 2 shooting from the free throw line. 6 points from Hunter Meeks. However, he has 2 fouls, as does Brigham Blue Mel. 2 fouls for both the starting posts led to a lot of bench minutes in the post for Mountain View in the first half, and really one of them wasn't a bench minute as much as it was transitioning from playing a wing. He's kind of a swing man from the wing to the post. Luke Branson ended up picking three fouls in the first half as well. He has 6 points. 2 from Kimball Madsen, 2 by Brigham Blue Mel, 3 from Ashton Schofield off the bench, and 2 points from Brecken Barnes, who also has 3 fouls. Fouls in the post will be a big part potentially of the second half of this game. For Cokeville, 4 points from Garrett King, 4 from Nate Barnes, as well as 4 for Tyler Moyes, 5 from Trayson Dayton off the bench, 2 from Ethan Bird, and 1 from Luke Schwarting. Again, 29-20, the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board at the half. We'll take a break, come back and close out the halftime show next on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
A common thread no matter where you live in Wyoming is that if you're heading somewhere, it's probably going to be a while until you get there. A lot can go wrong on these long road trips across this great state. And if you ever find yourself broke down on the side of the road, it's time to call Glade Erickson at Bridger Valley Motor to come pick you up day or night. Bridger Valley Motor offers 24-hour towing services. If you need a tow, you need to call Glade on his cell phone at 307-780-3280. Bridger Valley Motor is here to pick you up if your lift ever lets you down. 307-780-3280.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on MyLocalRadio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Almost time for the third quarter. 29-20, Mountain View, the home team, here on day 2 of the Bridger Valley Invitational, although day 1 was really just Lyman getting 1 game in for the boys and then 1 game for the boys and the girls for Mountain View against Kemmer. The first day of the season for the Cokeville Panthers. And 20 points in the first half, 29 for Mountain View in the first half. Early seasons, the shot is here and there. We were talking with Coach Moretti for the girls team of the Mountain View Buffs. Early season, you just miss shots. It's just how it goes. Everyone's going to have a bad shooting day early on, and especially, I think, in early morning games. But you need to come away with something. You need to come away with, I guess, some experience in that because it come regional times particularly. Look, if you're playing a game this early at state, you're probably already out of contention and you're playing in consolation. But at regional time, you could realistically be playing a game of consequence at 8, 9, 10, 11 a.m. in the morning. So those early shots, one way or another, you got to figure that one out. Got to get your body clock working and going. Mountain View is on defense to start the third quarter. Looks like the same starters as we had to start the first half. Tip pass out of bounds. Last touch by Kimball Madsen. Stays with Cokeville. Barnes the inbounder. Finds Schwarting. Up top to Ethan Bird. Goes into the air and then throws it down low to King. Always dangerous, as once you come down, it's a travel, so you got to get rid of the ball. He throws it out of bounds off the hands of King, and it's Mountain View Buffs basketball. Walk the point guard. Man look for Cokeville. Running a man-to-man defense. Mountain View's been sitting in a zone just about this whole time. High-low from Blue Mel to Meeks. He turns around, rejected by Bird, but a foul called on the defense. Hunter Meeks 1 for 2 from the line. Brigham Blue Mel 0 for 2. Branson 2 for 2. Walk 2 for 2. And Schofield 1 for 2. Brecken Barnes 0 for 2. As Meeks misses his first. Not a great free throw shooting day, but better than what Cokeville had, as they kind of closed out with making 5 free throws in the second half and shot 5 of 10 in the second quarter. They did not make a single one. We're 0 for 4 in the first quarter. Second free throw by Meeks rolls in. 30-20 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Schwarting in transition. Had an open right-handed runner, but missed it. Blue Mel on the board. Braden Walk pushing the tempo to Madsen up top. Meeks for 3 from the key. Misses off to the right side. Ashton Schofield starts, so there's one change from Branson to Schofield as Branson playing with 3 fouls, and he drains a wing 3 uncontested. 5 points make it 6 points for Ashton Schofield. Trayson Dayton into the game starting the second half as well, so the 6 men for both teams get the start in quarter number 3. Barnes misses a shot long, too. Rebounded from Blue Mel. Mountain View basketball in the white jerseys, moving from left to right. Pull up 3 from Walk, no good. Dayton on the board. The sophomore running it up the middle. Walk pokes at the ball. Dayton runs past him. Walk gets it from behind, and then it goes into the hands of Nate Barnes. Stays with Cokeville. Boys races past 2 defenders. Elbow pull up. Good. 6-footer. Wearing number 5. Delivers. It's 33-22 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Behind the back dribble and then a pass to the left wing. Madsen has the basketball, receiving it from Walk. Slowing down a little bit. Schofield has it out left wing. Madsen tries the 3, misses off the front iron. Meeks gets a board over the back of Dayton and puts it in. First bucket since the first quarter for Hunter Meeks. He had 6 in the opening quarter. Up to 9 now. Wing 3 from Dayton, from Nate Barnes, nothing but net. 7 for Barnes, 10-point differential, 35-25. Offense opening up a little bit here in the second half for both of these teams. 6 points for Mountain View, 5 for Cokeville. Wing down low, and Madsen's pass is picked off from Barnes. He doesn't have a fast break advantage, turns around, throws it into the paint. King runs into 2 defenders. A foul called from behind as he drops it down. Looks against Madsen. The foul comes from behind to Kimball swiping at it. Garrett King with the and 1 opportunity. 6 points for Garrett King. A single-digit game. King to drop it to 7 points. Ken Knott misses long. He was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. One of the lone men perfect for Cokeville on the day. At the charity stripe, 35-27 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Madsen to Schofield to Walk on the left wing. He looks down into the post, then goes left corner to Meeks. Meeks guarded by Barnes. He spins around, misses long on a mid-ranger. Schwarting up ahead to Dayton. Fast break bucket. Drops it down to a 6-point differential. Coach Reese on his knees and crouching down, just surveying the scene, not getting over anxious or calling a timeout right now. Going to let this one play out. Mountain View 3, Walk misses long, hits the top of the backboard. It does not go over though, so it's still inbounds. Schwarting on the rebound. Schwarting to Barnes. He's already made 1 3, then to Moyes. Down low to King. Turns around against Meeks. Drops it in. Mountain View forced to play. Very conservative defense, up and down, straight up and down, and King was able to sky above it. Down to a 4-point game, and the timeout comes. 35-31, Mountain View on the wrong end of a run for Cokeville. We'll take a 30-second break, return on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
A common thread no matter where you live in Wyoming is that if you're heading somewhere, it's probably going to be a while until you get there. A lot can go wrong on these long road trips across this great state. And if you ever find yourself broke down on the side of the road, it's time to call Glade Erickson at Bridger Valley Motor to come pick you up day or night. Bridger Valley Motor offers 24-hour towing services. If you need a tow, you need to call Glade on his cell phone at 307-780-3280. Bridger Valley Motor is here to pick you up if your lift ever lets you down. 307-780-3280.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
40-38 as we welcome you into the Big Country Properties fourth period. Mountain View is giving up a 9-point lead coming out of the half. Going into the fourth quarter now, 40-38. First possession is Mountain View's, and they miss. Rebound from Moyes, pushing the tempo. Stop at the free throw line, put it up to tie it. Tyler Moyes does just that. 40-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Walk over right side. It's Madsen. Back to Meeks, then to Madsen. High post pass. Branson back into the game. He tries to step through, left-handed push. Hook shot, no good. Rebounded from King. Nate Barnes with the basketball. He backs up at the top of the key, gives it right side to Schwarting. Dayton open on the corner for a tray. Drops out, can't fall. Rebound from Blumel. Hunter Meeks on the run, throws ahead to Branson. It's a hard pass. Branson just handles it. Pass back outside. Braden Walk for a wing three. Yes! 43-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Fourth tray of the game for Braden Walk in all. He's got 14 points. 43-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board in the Big Country Properties. Fourth period. First Bank presentation of Mountain View Basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
43-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board after a fourth three-pointer by Braden Walk in the game. He's got 14 to lead Mountain View. Foul trouble has become a problem for both sides. Ethan Bird's been sitting on the bench for quite a while for Cokeville, sitting with 4 fouls. Trayson Dayton's been asked to step up and provide a lot of offense. He's delivered. A 3-ball to tie it by Barnes, no good. Rebound the Buffs. Mountain View going from left to right. Walk, bounce pass to Kimball Madsen. Minute and a half gone by here in the Big Country Properties fourth quarter. Visit bigcountryproperties.com or give broker Bobby Dalzall a call at 307-782-3356. Meeks with the basketball on the right corner. Mountain View's become a little more methodical ever since giving up that 9-point advantage. Left block to right block, then up top. Walk for another three. Misses off the back handle. Rebound Moyes. He's got a bounce pass to Dayton. Works around the block of Madsen. Misses, though. Rebound Braden. Block throws ahead to Meeks, then to Blumel. Perfect delivery. And the Dr. McKay Franken precision play of the game. Walk to Meeks from the high right post. High right wing, rather, down to the low left blocks. To Brigham Blumel for the two. 45-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Dayton for three. Airs it out. Out of bounds. Meeks can't handle the rebound. Girls contest coming up after this. Scheduled time about 12:30. We'll probably be somewhere in that neighborhood. Cokeville basketball under the hoop. It's Barnes. Throws it up high to Moyes. And down low, looking for King. Blumel and Meeks in the area. Knocking King, and it's on Brigham Blumel. In the first half, they were in the bonus by this point. Mountain View was sending Cokeville into the bonus. That's team foul number 5. 4th on Brigham Blumel, though, so he comes out of the game, replaced by Schofield. Branson will jump into the post. He's got to be careful. 3 fouls for him, 3 for Meeks. High pass, and Moyes just chases it down in the timeline, behind the timeline, but then steps to his right and squarely in the purple, out of bounds sideline area. Bad pass, turnover to the Buffs. Matson calls for Braden Walk to come back towards the ball on the inbounds. Holds it about 10 feet past the midcourt line. Branson on the right wing gets a screen left from Meeks. Ooh, close to picking up his pivot foot. He's got a left one. It's a little awkward against the defense. King on the defense down low. Knocks Meeks down to the ground, and 2 free throws upcoming for Hunter. Hunter Meeks has had a quiet but effective offensive day. It's just been the fouls on the defensive side for him, Blumel, Luke Branson, that have just kept them off the court more than Mountain View would like today. Fourth quarter brought to you by Big Country Properties, the #1 listing and selling agency in the Bridger Valley. Meeks delivers in the first of his 2 free throw attempts. Second one drops 2. 47-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. In transition, Schwarting races past everyone and drops it in for 2. 47-42. Right wing, Mountain View basketball. Ashton Schofield to the top of the key where Branson gives a screen left after delivering a pass to Walk. Then to Meeks. Over right side, it's Kimball Matson with it. Bounce pass. Fake pass by Hunter Meeks. Spins around to his left side. Comes up, gets hit in the eye. May have lost a contact. I don't know if he wears contacts. May have just got his eye scraped. Rejection from Matson in transition against Moyes. Meeks comes up with the board, and he's got a full head of steam. Looks a little angry, too. Throws it to the left side. A little wild past Schofield. He tumbles down to the ground. Stolen away by Schwarting. Schwarting on the run. Drives past Branson. Rolls out to the right corner. Backs up a little bit, and a whistle-blown timeout called by Coach Todd Dayton for the Cokeville Panthers. 47-42 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View leads Cokeville, but just by 5. We'll be back. 4:23 left in the Big Country Properties fourth quarter.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
47-42 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View leads Cokeville in the Big Country Properties fourth period. Cokeville basketball. Drop into the blocks. Schwarting on the run. Foul ruled on the ground. Team foul number 6, so it is an inbound. Goes against 2-3. That's Hunter Meeks. And Hunter got hit hard. He's coming out. Brecken Barnes comes in. So Meeks is the one who fouled, and he's the one who comes out in pain. So take that for what you will. Dayton on the right corner. Bounce pass to nobody. Barnes touched it, though, and it went out of bounds. 47-42 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Nate Barnes checks in. Trayson Dayton, the inbounder for Cokeville. Cokeville in the black jerseys. Drops it. Stolen away. Branson comes away with the turnover. Throw ahead to Braden Walk. He hesitates, walks with it as he went up, then went down and started to dribble. Called for the travel, picking up the foot before the ball hits the ground. Halfway through the Big Country Properties fourth. Pressure employed by Braden Walk against Dayton. Trayson's able to get it across the timeline. Pressure not relinquished, though. Jump stop. Dayton goes down to the ground skidding. 1-and-1 free throws. Braden Walk called for his second foul. Tyler Moyes checks in for Cokeville. Replaces Garrett King. Team foul number 7 puts 1-and-1 free throws on the line for Trayson Dayton, and he's the guy for Cokeville you probably want with 1-and-1 today. He's perfect at the free throw stripe. First one up, and it drops. Ten points for Dayton off the bench. Halfway through the Big Country Properties fourth quarter. Misses off the front iron, so the game stays at a 2-possession. 47-43 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Don't forget we have girls action coming up after this. Same stream. We'll just take a little bit of a break over the period of time between the games. And it's 12:09 right now. That game's scheduled for 12:30. Looks like we'll be pretty close, of course, barring overtime in this contest to the start of that one. King set to check back in at the next ed ball for Cokeville. Mountain View basketball moving from left to right. Walk gives it to Manson, then over right side back to Walk. He stutter steps past his defender, throws it wildly out of bounds though, intended for Schofield. Not a lot of clock time coming off in these last 3 minutes of real time, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds at most. 3:23 left in the fourth period. Trayson Dayton, the point guard, calls out the play for Cokeville as he crosses the line. Left wing, Moyes has it. Looking for King in the post, guarded from behind by Branson. Bounce pass, Dayton is picked off by Walk. He cupped the ball, walked it, and started to dribble immediately. At the free throw line, backs up to Madsen. 3 minutes left in a 4-point lead. At some point, someone may have to make free throws, but Mountain View trying to run off as much clock as they can in the meantime. Running a little weave around. Barnes nearly loses it against Dayton. He gets it away to Madsen, then to Walk. 2:48 on the clock. Walk calling for a screen from Branson. He backs up, takes a deep three with the space delivered, but misses everything. Schofield had the ball in his right hands, then through the legs of Barnes. He turns around, chases it down. Madsen comes up with a steal from behind. Up ahead and unguarded, Schofield. King comes in late and bumps him. Schofield converts and to the line for an and one. 47-43 becomes 49-43. 6-point lead for Mountain View. Foul against King is number 3. 7 points in the game for Schofield. Throws it up, misses short. Rebound Cokeville. Now in need of some points, down by a full 2 possessions, 6 points. Moyes has it at the top, 120 seconds to go. Nate Barnes guarded on the wing from Madsen, gets a screen and a roll down from King. Now loses his dribble, picks it back up, throws it to the right wing. It's Moyes with the basketball. Looking down to Bird, is popped out from behind by Schofield. He's fired up after the steal. Picked up for Mountain View, out to the right corner, Schofield down low. One dribble and a power move into the blocks. Brigham Blue Mel's foul, headed to the free throw line. 1 and 1, no, that should be 2 shots rather for Blue Mel. That was team foul number 7 for Cokeville. Against Schwarting, his second. First free throw is good. 5 points for Blue Mel and a 7-point advantage for Mountain View. 2:04 left, that's all. Good day 2 challenge for the Mountain View Buffaloes as Cokeville hanging right there, and second miss. This game not over yet, but going to need some shooting to come through late. Schwarting is fouled. Shots waved off. 1 and 1 free throw. Cokeville trying to get a transition bucket on a little teardrop. 1 and 1 free throws. Foul 4 on Luke Branson. Well, for Cokeville, I'd go to work at the free throw line. For Mountain View, gonna have to work on some of these fouls. Schwarting makes the first. 50-44. Second shot misses short. Blue Mel rips down the rebound. Madsen hands off to Walk. Under 2 to play. Meeks at the key, over to the right corner. Madsen takes a screen from Hunter. Tosses it down to Meeks, and he floats past Moyes for the easy point-blank shot. Hunter Meeks with 2 more on the board. His first field goal of the quarter, 52-44 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 8-point advantage, 1:30 left. Dayton drives in against Walk, high dribble, and a foul bails him out. Dayton to the line. Seems almost opposite the way that this game is, an 8-point advantage for Mountain View, but it's Cokeville shooting all the free throws in the final 90 seconds. Team foul differential, 7 for Cokeville, 9 for Mountain View. Dayton taking his time at the line, tosses it up, and it drops. Only 1 missed free throw for Dayton out of 6 attempts. He's hit one from range and has another field goal to go along with that. Has a 2-2 trip. 52-46. Back to a 2-possession game. 1:28 on the clock as Walk takes it across. Branson holds on to it at the left wing. Puts the rock onto the ground. Into the left corner. Meeks drops in, and Dayton tried to pull the chair out from under him and draw a charge foul. No good on the shot, but no good on the charge attempt either. Cokeville basketball, a deep 3 from the wing. Dayton drops it. 52-49, now a 1-possession game. That's half of what they needed. Dayton with his first field goal since the opening quarter. 1 minute left. Meeks thinks about a 3. Line left wing to Walk. Dribbles away from the screen of Meeks, then comes back around it. Up to Blumel. If you're Mountain View, you probably got to be thinking, hold on to the ball and make them foul you. Get it into the hands of someone you want to take the free throw. Blumel into the right post. He drops it in for 2. Turnaround hook shot from Brigham Blumel. Timeout taken. Cokeville will be back. 39.4 seconds left in the Big Country Properties 4th period on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Mountain View on the defensive side of things as we welcome you back here to 4th quarter action brought to you by Big Country Properties. Up top, Nate Barnes for a 3 to tie it, no good. Battling for the rebound, Schwarting can't get it away from Luke Branson. He's fouled by Trayson Dayton, and we have a foul on King. Dayton wanted it against him, as I think he doesn't have any. He has 1 foul. For King, that's 4. And Dayton, to his credit, was the one hugging Luke Branson. I think we've also got a technical here on Dayton. Yeah, they called technical on Dayton for the reaction. Branson makes the first free throw. May decide the game. One more shot. No good. Very inconsistent day at the line for Mountain View. And Cokeville, for that matter. Mountain View basketball. Kimball Matson working against a full court press. Braden Walk is fouled from Dayton. May not have been a technical. I think it was a intentional foul was the reason for that call against Dayton. Now, either way, it's kind of hard to differentiate if I don't hear it because it's two foul shots either way. Everyone goes back behind the half-court line, but I think that's what it was. It was an intentional foul on that last play because there was not another set of free throws after that. First free throw on the 1-and-1 missed by Walk, so Cokeville still in business, but they need points. Nate Barnes delivers on a quick layup. 55-49. Timeout. 55-51. A 4-point game on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Full timeout taken. We'll be back in a minute on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
With MyLocalRadio.com, you get to stay up to date with Lyman and Mountain View sports by watching all of the games live in the convenience of your own home. Now you get to keep up with your coaches, athletes, and teachers throughout the week with the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner. Weekdays during the school year, the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner will run on KNYN 99.1 FM at 3 p.m. and keep you up to date with the most interesting storylines from Lyman and Mountain View in football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, running, golf, and more. We'll also check in with different students and teachers from the two schools throughout the year. 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on KNYN 99.1 FM is the Bridger Valley Coaches Show presented by MyLocalRadio.com. Stay connected.
Because of you, I feel not alone in this world. And you let me know that it only takes one person to make you feel wanted.
.55-51 inbound Mountain View. Luke Branson's fouled. I think that's team foul number 10, which would be double bonus. Scoreboard sitting at 9 and makes the jump to 10. 2 free throws for Branson. And it's the fifth, or no, it's the third foul on Tyler Moyes. Branson drops the first. .56-51. Hunter Meeks out of the game, replaced by Schofield. Branson can't deliver on the second. 14 seconds left. Cokeville basketball. Schwarting to Barnes, then to Dayton for a corner three. Looked like it was tipped a little bit at the release point. Blue Mel gets the board, throws it back to Barnes. He misses a three. 2 seconds left. Another missed shot in the post for Bird, and the game ends 56-51. The final on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View comes away victorious over Cokeville by a final score of 5 points difference. 56-51. We close out the Big Country Properties fourth quarter. This has been a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com, but stay tuned. We'll go through the score, the points for both teams after this, and then take a little break and come back for the girls' side of things. Lady Buffaloes and the Lady Panthers in just a bit on MyLocalRadio.com.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
Post-game here, the final again, 56-51. The Mountain View boys defeat Cokeville by a differential of 5 points. Points adding up for both sides. Braden Walk, I believe, leads the way for Mountain View. He finishes with 14. Kimball Matson, 2 in the game. Luke Branson, 6, 7, 8 points for Luke. Blue Mel, 2, 4. He finishes with 5. Hunter Meeks, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hunter Meeks leads the way, actually, for Mountain View with 15 points. And then on the bench side for players, we have Ashton Schofield. He finishes with 6, 8 points for Schofield, and then 4 points for Brecken Barnes. For Cokeville, Tyler Moyes had 4 points at the half and finished with 8 points in the game. Nate Barnes, 4 at the half, 9 points for Nate Barnes. Luke Schwarting, 1 point at the half, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 points for Schwarting. Ethan Bird finishes with 2. He had 4 fouls that kept him on the bench for quite some time. 8 points for Garrett King. And Trayson Dayton, I think, led the way. He had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points. 15 points leading the way and tied for the game high for Cokeville. Now we'll take a break, be back in a few minutes to look ahead to the girls contest. It's Mountain View versus Cokeville. The Lady Buffs coming off of a win yesterday. Trying to go 2-0 on the season, but they'll need to be tough against the defending 1A state champion Cokeville Panthers. This is the First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Bye-bye. Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
We hope you're enjoying this mylocalradio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all of this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. The Come On In of Casper. When it comes time to cheer on your Buffs or Eagles at state, the Come On In is your best bet for a great night's stay. Auto Farm Chevrolet in Evanston. General Manager Dennis Lynch invites you to come and experience a community-driven dealership. Evanston Regional Hospital. Quality health care close to home. Bridger Valley Motor. Got a check engine light blinking? Don't guess at what the problem is. Take it to Slim at Bridger Valley Motor in Lyman. And Achieve Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. No excuses, just results. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
With mylocalradio.com, you get to stay up to date with Lyman and Mountain View sports by watching all of the games live in the convenience of your own home. Now you get to keep up with your coaches, athletes, and teachers throughout the week with the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner.
Weekdays during the school year, the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner will run on KNYN 99.1 FM at 3 p.m. and keep you up to date with the most interesting storylines from Lyman and Mountain View in football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, running, golf, and more. We'll also check in with different students and teachers from the two schools throughout the year. 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on KNYN 99.1 FM is the Bridger Valley Coaches Show presented by MyLocalRadio.com. Stay connected.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Do you like following your Mountain View and Lyman athletics when you can't make it to the game? Well, we love bringing it to you. Hi, I'm Jake Hibbard, voice of the Mountain View Buffaloes and Lyman Eagles, and I've been traveling around the state of Wyoming and covering high school sports for the better part of a decade. Whether it's covering a big culminating event at the Casper Event Center, calling a tightly contested Mountain View-Lyman game, the greatest rivalry in this state, or kicking back and enjoying the views at one of the state's many hidden gems like the ballpark in Cowley, Wyoming, there's a few things I always see. There's officials trying their hardest, coaches sweating it out on the sidelines, and there's always a ton of support for these athletes from the entire community. MyLocalRadio.com would like to take a moment to thank all of its sponsors for making today's video coverage possible. Without all of us working together, none of this could happen. If you would like to support our future video broadcasts of Lyman and Mountain View sports, there's a few ways you can let us know. The first is, you can call our home office in Evanston, Wyoming at 307-789-8116 and let them know that you would like to know more about how you can become a sponsor of Bridger Valley Sports. The other is, you can just come up to me before or after a game and ask for more information. We've got a lot of different tiers of sponsorship and we'll find the perfect one for you. We would love for you to join the MyLocalRadio.com and Bridger Valley Sports family and help us continue to bring these games for years to come. That number again to call for the Evanston office is 307-789-8116. Or just come up and see me at one of the games and let me help you help us. And remember, go Eagles and go Buffs.
Well, welcome back into an abbreviated Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction in the Bridger Valley. There for all of your mold, flood, fire damage, and beyond. Call 307-747. Or excuse me, let me start that over. 307-741-7000. For Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Time now for the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game on the boys' side. We'll give that out to the pass from Hunter Meeks down to Brigham Blumel. Started off on the rebound from Braden Walk, racing it down. Good court vision to find Meeks racing to the wing, who then found Blumel streaking into the paint. Nice little team basketball there, and that's the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game. That happened back in, I think, the third quarter. For that contest, a 56-51 victory for Mountain View over Cokeville. They moved to 2-0 on the season, and we'll play Wind River later on today. And we have a doubleheader coming on later on today, as well as Lyman against Kemmer, 5:30 and 7 for the girls and the boys. And on the schedule, I think I have it listed as Wind River versus the Mountain View boys tomorrow at 6:30. That's actually going to be the girls' game that we'll be bringing you to that. That was my mistake on the broadcasting schedule. Mountain View and Wind River playing each other tonight on the boys' side, tomorrow for the girls. That's the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game, and we'll take a break, come back with starting lineups for the girls, and run through a little bit of what we can know about this Cokeville program after last year's state championship run. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Back here in the Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show, about a minute before the start of this contest. Let's take a quick abbreviated first look at this game, brought to you by Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Bradshaw's is there for whatever it is you need. And Bradshaw's can probably help in the Bridger Valley. Well, the state championship Cokeville Panthers lost just 2 games last year, went 8-0 in conference, and returned a whole lot from that team. One of the games they did lose was their second game of the season, 55-29, back on December 8th against Mountain View. And that game, Camille Nate led the team with 16 points. Camille Nate is on the bench, but she will not be playing. She has a fractured bone in her left leg, it looks like, on her left foot. And who knows how long she's out for. I heard that from their coach, and can see her down there. So that is a big deficit for this team, as she was the returning leading scorer for Cokeville coming into this contest. So certainly have to try to get around the 16.5 points and 7 rebounds, almost 2 steals per game that she offered. They do return a lot, though, in this starting lineup, including an 11.7 point per game scorer from a year ago, Emmy Barnes. Emma Tykert in the starting lineup averaged 4 points per game last year. Kylie Dayton, the point guard, averaged 6.5 points and 4 assists. And Harley Harmon competed in 23 of the 28 games. She converted for an average of 2.2 points per game. Lily Richardson in the starting lineup as well. Got into all 28 games last year, averaged 3.5 points. Starters for Mountain View, same as yesterday. For the 1-0 Buffs, senior Haley Stevens at the point, followed by Emily Bugis, a sophomore, Sadie Mitchell, a senior, junior Kylie Dellinger, and a junior Bailey Henstra, tipping at center court. Lily Richardson, the senior, at 6 foot, tipping against, Haley Stevens tipping at center court, not Henstra. Was initially won, it looked like, by Haley Stevens, but tied up with Mitchell and Emma Tykert. And so now they have a new tipper. It's Sadie Mitchell to tip instead of Stevens. Won by Cokeville, and Lily Richardson gives it over to the right side. Kylie Dayton out onto the court. Dayton, Barnes, Harley Harmon, Emma Tykert, and Lily Richardson, the starters for Cokeville. First quarter brought to you by, no, never mind. That's the boys' game. I'm just used to that with this being the second of 2 games. The second quarter will be brought to you by Reese Auto Service for the girls. If you're interested in sponsoring Bridger Valley girls games, and we need our camera person to show back up and see when she does. All right, well, in the meantime, I'm in no position to do much with that camera, so I'm going to have to give you the game as I see it. Mitchell drives into the paint, jumps up, and the shot is, she's fouled on the shot. 2 free throws signaled. First free throw from Mitchell. Rattles out. Again, I've lost my camera person, so waiting for her to return. Send her a message, so we apologize for the fact that the cameras currently sit at midcourt. Mitchell misses on the first free throw, trying to break the seal of the first score of the game. Cannot. 0 of 2 trip for Sadie. And Cokeville with the basketball. Kylie Dayton passes to the right wing, gives it over to Emma Tykert. Tykert hands off back to Dayton. Down low, Dayton falling down to the ground as she drops down, and the ball rolls out of bounds back to Mountain View. One minute gone by in quarter number 1. Dellinger takes the basketball. She's fouled. Team foul number 2 on Cokeville. Down into the blocks for Cokeville. It's Harley Harmon is hit. Haley Stevens takes the rebound. 2-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board, and I don't know who scored. I was talking to the camera person, getting her back up. Stop at the free throw line, and Haley Stevens is fouled. Headed to the free throw line, I believe, for 2. No, it's called on the ground. She was trying to pass down low. Dellinger on the baseline. Ball tipped. Emma Barnes. And held on by Haley Stevens. 2 minutes into the first quarter, Stevens gives it back to Dellinger. Emily Bugis has the basketball on the right wing. Stevens to the right corner. Backing up now, 6:04, 6:02. 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. 2 points on the board. Elbow shot from Stevens, good. 4-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Quick throw across for Cokeville. It's Emma Tykert with the basketball, tied up by Stevens. Jump ball called, possession arrow. Should be Mountain View's way, and it is. Stevens with the inbound near side. Mountain View black jerseys. Purple and white shutter striping down the sides. Dellinger, a wild dribble down to the wing. Henstra turns around and the blocks, puts it off the glass and falls. 6-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 2.5 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. 6-0 the score. Emmy Barnes drives through 2 defenders, throws an air ball up though, down in the blocks. Rebound Stevens, overthrows Dellinger, out of bounds. .6-0 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Bounce pass to Dayton. Full court pressure at the middle of the court. We should have a camera person returning very soon. Took off without confirming that we weren't, well, anyways. Down to the blocks, an offensive rebound for Harley Harmon, and out for a 3, missed. On the Cokeville side, Emmy Barnes. Henstra on the rebound. Haley Stevens takes it across, takes a screen, goes away from it from Dellinger. 2 steps, layup, good. Haley Stevens, 4 points that I have. Missed 2 points so far in the game. 8-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Barnes down low, looking to Harley Harmon. Out of bounds as it goes off the hands of Harmon. And the score stays at 8-0. Haley Stevens with the basketball, drives into the paint, popped out from behind. It was Emmy Teichert knocking the ball out. Stays with Mountain View. Stevens looks gassed. And a sub will come in. Don't know if they got it in time. They did not. Emmy Murray, nope, never mind. It's they switched that out as Jada Kennison will come in at the next dead ball for Haley Stevens. She's recovering from getting her tonsils taken out, and she's visibly winded out there. Looked down to the bench before during that last dead ball, hoping to get a sub in, and Kennison will replace her as soon as they can. Sadie Mitchell with a high dribble. 4:06 left in the first quarter. 8-0 lead for Mountain View. 3 ball from Stevens, no good. Rebounded Cokeville, Kylie Dayton with it. Thrown out of bounds and back Mountain View's way. Kennison comes into the game, and Stevens is out. Dellinger inbounds to Kennison. She takes it across, gives it left side to Mitchell, then into the blocks. Dellinger rips it down, throws it over to the right blocks, over the head of Henstra. Emily Bugis is luckily there for the Buffs to grab it. Mitchell at the top of the key. Pass back to Jada Kennison, a freshman, point guard for Mountain View. Dellinger tripped up at the free throw line, is able to throw it away to Sadie Mitchell to avoid a travel call. Bugis jump stops, hands off to Kennison from behind. Out to the right corner, Sadie Mitchell looking for Henstra in the block. She's face guarded though from Richardson. I'm gonna take that away. That's Demi Harmon in the blocks. Guarding her, it's knocked out of bounds and last touched by Mountain View. $8-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Throw in, Kylie Dayton tries to go all the way in for a layup and does, past 2 defenders for Mountain View. 8-2 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Kennison turns around at the top of the key. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. A 3 ball from Dellinger, nothing but net. Kylie Dellinger delivers, and we apologize again for the lack of video coverage right now. Our videographer is back on her way to the game, I suppose. 10-4 on the impact on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 2 in from Riley Teichert. She's entered into the contest. Kennison trapped on the sideline, gets away from it. Dellinger throws it away at the free throw line out to the right side. Emily Bugis backs up, tosses up high to Kennison. She's open, tries a straightaway 3 ball. 3 back on the board, Jaden Kennison. It's 13-4 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Teichert nearly steals it away. Demi Harmon passes down low to Emma Teichert for 2. 13-6 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Kendall Herford moves to the scorer's table. She'll come in. No, she'll come in at the next dead ball, I should say. Bugis throws the basketball away, and it goes into the hands of Riley Teichert, who then bobbles on the sideline. Out of bounds. Kylie Dellinger inbounds from the sideline. Kennison hands off to Bugis. Left wing, Kennison. Back to Bugis. Back to Dellinger, down to 1:43 left. Tosses back, Jada Kennison, open for 3 again. She drained the first and nothing but net on the second. Jada Kennison, 6 points off the bench in relief of Haley Stevens, who certainly needed that, being winded out on the court. Near steal away, Kylie Dayton holds on to the ball, but then travels with it. 16-6 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. .128 on the clock. Kylie Dellinger takes the inbound from Stevens, who's entered back into the game. They keep Kennison on the court. Stevens, jump stop into the paint. Good. What an offensive output by this Mountain View team today. 6 points from Haley Stevens, down low, and a partial block. Stevens gets whistled for the foul on Demi Harmon. She heads to the free throw line. .107 remains, 18-6 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Harmon on the first free throw, no good. Setting up for the second. Cokeville down by 12. They certainly need these free throws. No good. Offensive board, though. Barnes comes away with it, gives it up to the top of the key. Emma Tykert dribbling with it over to the right wing. Step through from Tykert. Back to Tykert. Left side. Up to the top of the key. Over to the right wing. Emma Barnes with it. Down low into the blocks. Little chop shop up by Emma Tykert makes it 18-8. She dropped it in over the post defense. High dribble by Haley Stevens. Fans wanted a foul, or a travel call rather, and she misses in transition. Emily Bugis comes away with a steal. 26 seconds remain in the first period. Kylie Dellinger drives, turns around, gives it to Kennison at the wing. She may have had a little space. She was good on her first two free throws. Instead, passes back right side to Stevens. Back to the freshman, Kennison, then to the corner. Dellinger throws to Bugis. 10 seconds left. Through the legs. Picks it up on the elbow. Hands off on a curl around to Dellinger. Kennison with 3 seconds left. Needs to shoot it. She drives around. 1 second left. And the clock expires. 18-8 after one quarter on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
You.
18-8 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. After one quarter of play, Mountain View has a 10-point advantage over the 1A defending state champions, Cokeville. However, of course, they're missing their leading scorer from a year ago, and Camille Nate on the sideline with a fracture. Right, looked like a left foot, I think it was. It's propped up on one of those little wheelie things. 18-8, Cokeville basketball as we are back underway. Cokeville moving from left to right. Missed shot. Rebounded from Bailey Henstra. Stevens fighting through the fatigue and out to start the second quarter. Picks up at the elbow to Mitchell for a corner three. No good. Rebound is Emma Barnes, and Emmy is hit from behind. I think Emily Bugis called for the foul. That is the case. Cokeville basketball. Dayton racing past everyone, but kind of loses the dribble for a bit, throws it away to Barnes. She tries a left-handed layup in the paint, no good. Mountain View basketball. Stevens takes it across the timeline. Crosses over. Still with the basketball is Haley. She passes over right side to Bugis, but throws it instead to Kylie Dayton. 3-on-2 advantage. Bounce pass over to Barnes, and it's good from 3 feet away, straight away. Emmy Barnes with the basket. 18-10 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Kylie Dellinger throws a little bounce pass away again, and turnovers for Mountain View killing them at the moment. Fast break ahead. Again, Dayton travels. .6:49 left in quarter number 2, brought to you by Reese Auto Service. The trusted mechanics at Reese can work on any engine, small or large. Located in Lyman, give them a call at 307-747-6450. Mountain View basketball, Dellinger at the free throw line, out to the left corner. Stevens tries a three and converts on it. Haley Stevens, 9 points in the game. 21-10 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Stevens, after that shot, looking pretty tired again. Ball stays in bound after being knocked out by Henstra out of the post. Dayton has it. Dellinger sagging off defensively. No 5-second call. Shot up and good. That was Tana Tykert on the shot from inside the paint. Sadie Mitchell with the basketball for Mountain View. Passes right wing to Dellinger. 3 ball from Bugis. No good. Henstra gets the board. Hit from behind by Lily Richardson. Team foul number 4 for Cokeville. Inverse scores 21-12 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Second quarter brought to you by Reese Auto Service. Third foul already, though, on Lily Richardson, so she's right back to the bench where she sat most of the second half of the first quarter. Baseline inbound. Katie Georges in for the first time today. 5-second clock is a tick, and she throws it away into the hands of Harley Harmon. Barnes overthrows, or Dayton rather, overthrows Tykert. Trying to baseball pass it down the court for a fast break. Back to Mountain View. Haley Stevens bounces it to Georges. Full court on. Emmy Barnes guarding Georges as she walks it across. 5:38 left in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. Georges holds on to it out right corner. 3 from Stevens, way overthrown. Rebound by Harmon. Bounce pass into the hands of Tana Tykert. Up ahead, it's Barnes to Dayton at the top of the key. Fakes a 3, gets a little space on the wing. Now fires from distance and hits the backboard, and that's it. Way too long and off to the right. Rebound, Mountain View. Stevens across the timeline. Guarded by Emma Tykert. She gets fouled by Barnes as Emmy was shooting at the ball, trying to come away with a steal. It's her first, 5th team foul. Still 21-12 in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. Sadie Mitchell near side inbound. Looking for a passing mate, finds Stevens. Playing a lot of minutes. Really, there was only that one time in the first quarter when she needed to come out. Other than that, Haley's been on the court. Backdoor cut. Stevens can't handle the pass from Mitchell. Tries to toe the baseline, but cannot. Steps out of bounds. And now Stevens looks pretty gassed. Kylie Dellinger will try to get a check in. No, not in time. Dellinger will check in at the next dead ball for Stevens, who seems to run out of gas almost immediately. And she's doing good and then just out of nowhere, she's got to come out. Again, recovering from getting her tonsils taken out. And a fortunate for Mountain View throwaway by Dayton. Out of bounds allows Stevens to come back to the sideline. She's in pain. 21-12 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Dellinger inbounds to Georges. Katie being trusted to get the ball across the timeline. Takes a screen from Tykert. 10-second clock still moving. Then she walks it across on the near side. Throws to Dellinger. Drives into the paint. Dishes out right side to Bugis. 4:20 left in the second quarter. Brought to you by Reese Auto Service. Georges hands off to Bugis. She turns around near the free throw line. Back to Georges. Has Dellinger out on the right corner. She picks it up on the wing. Does Bugis, who takes it on the top. Turn around back to Dellinger. Maybe a step inside for 3. Misses short. Georges on the board. Steps in off the glass a little hard. No good. Emmy Barnes on the rebound for Cokeville. 3:56 left in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. Throw to the left side. It's Harley Harmon with it on the corner. Finds Emmy Barnes at the top of the key. 21-12. Cokeville down by 9 points to Mountain View. Down low and a throw away. Harmon comes away with a miss after she picks up the miss by Demi Harmon. Harley and Demi both miss. uncontested from point blank range. A foul comes in by Emmy Barnes after the Mountain View rebound. Emma Murray checks into the game. There's only, no, Dellinger did not check out. She's inbounding right at the Mountain View bench. Georges, Murray, Dellinger, Henstra, and Mitchell on the court for Mountain View. Dellinger slaps it back to Sadie, makes a nice move in the paint, spins around, beats the defense, but can't convert. Out of bounds off the hands of Mitchell, maybe off the foot of Mitchell on the rebound attempt. Still 21-12 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 3:29 left in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. Emma Tykert throws the ball away into the hands of Mountain View coach Moretti. That was deflected, rather. I think I had a camera blocking a Mountain View Buffs jersey. So it stays with Cokeville, and Barnes inbounds. Head fake from Tykert. Guarded by Mitchell is Barnes. She gives it back to Tykert. Cokeville basketball moving from left to right. Tykert making a lot of fakes. Then goes to the right wing. Drive into the paint, and a 13-foot pull-up by Emmy Barnes is good. So with Camille Nate on the bench with the injury, that means Barnes is the returning leading scorer with 11.7 from that state championship team a year ago. 2:59 left. Team foul number 6 on Cokeville. Leads to an inbound for Murray. Looks for Dellinger, then back to Georges. Throws it away to Dayton. Georges defending Dayton. She stops in the right blocks and banks it in. 4 points for Dayton, 21-16, and a 4-0 run for Cokeville against Mountain View. Georges in the short corner tries to find Henstra. She's stolen away by Harmon. Barnes throws it full court to Dayton and way over her head. Back to Mountain View. Haley Stevens, after a couple of minutes out, comes back into the game. Will try to play the final 2:39. Five-point game, 21-16 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Haley Stevens takes the basketball across the timeline, 2:30 left. Reese Auto Service, the sponsor for the second quarter. Loft pass down to Henstra, stolen away. It was thrown by Dellinger. Fast break. Emma Tykert gets stopped on the right corner, just inside the 3 line. Throws it up to Dayton. Then left side to Tana Tykert. Harmon in the blocks, looking for Barnes. Henstra steals it for Mountain View. Back Mountain View's way, moving from right to left. Dellinger tosses it back to Stevens. Down to the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. 5-point lead, but a 4-0 run in tow for Cokeville. Into the blocks. Murray is rejected and wholesale stolen away by Barnes. Throws ahead to Dayton again. She tosses it into the hands of Mitchell. They're trying to find Dayton on the run, but they can't quite find her. Mitchell picks up a loose ball to Murray over right side on the wing to Dellinger. 1:43 left. Dellinger crosses over. Pulls up from 12 feet away, misses, gets her own rebound, and is fouled on the putback attempt. Team foul number 7, it's 2 shots. It was in the process of shooting on the foul, number 3 for Emmy Barnes. First free throw from Dellinger is in. Down to 1:39 left before halftime. Catch up on some sponsorships. Over that break, Dellinger on the second free throw. Misses. Also mentioned we have another doubleheader coming your way for Lyman and Kemmer at 5:30 and 7 p.m. from the Bridger Valley Invitational. On the baseline, pass, and shot. Hoop in the harm. In for Tana Tykert. She's got 4 points, chance for 5 here. 22-18 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. It was all Mountain View, 18-8 in the first quarter. Cokeville's climbed back in the second, outscoring Mountain View. It's after this free throw make it 11-4. Conversion, 22-19, over and back by Stevens. Crossed over the timeline and then turned around and went back across. 22-19, one possession game here in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. Cokeville basketball moving from left to right. Chance to tie here with a 3. Dayton on the right wing. Turns around. Out to Emma Teichert. She'll go for the tie. Misses off the front. Stevens has the board. Emily Bugas picks it up after it's knocked out of her hands. Jump ball called as Dayton tied her up, and the possession arrows in favor of Cokeville. Baseline inbound for Emmy Barnes, who stays in with 3 fouls. Throws it to Teichert on the right wing. 104 to the right corner. Missed short on the 3 by Barnes. Dellinger on the rebound. Under a minute. Dellinger down low to Bugas. Converts the pass out right side. Stevens catch and shoot from the corner. Airballs it again. She's airballed her last 2 threes long. Rebound from Harmon. Teichert on the run. Stops. Holds on to the dribble. Keeps it on the right wing. Dayton on the right corner. Fakes a couple of passes back to Teichert. 35 seconds. Harmon on the left wing. Dayton pops out to the right. They go away from it. Catch and shoot for Tana Teichert in the corner. No good. Harmon on the rebound. Trying to get it back up. Drops it in. Won't tie it, but that brings them 2 points closer. Haley Harmon out to the right corner. It's a 3-ball from Bugas. No good. Mitchell comes up with the board. Has the ball knocked out of her hands by Teichert. And it stays with Mountain View. 12.8. 22-21 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View up by 1 point. Baseline inbound for Dellinger. Finds Bugas. She drives in. Puts up a one-handed floater. No good. Teichert with the basketball. Fouled by Mountain View. Team foul number 4, so it's an inbound. It's on Bugas. Emily's second. And you had a foul to work with there, so may not be the worst thing. 8 seconds, though. A lot of time to get the ball down. Not too much time to set up a play here. Katie Georges moves to the scorer's tables. We have a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com. The Buffs lead Cokeville 22-21 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman. Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
22-21 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View up by 1 point over Cokeville. Cokeville with the basketball. 8 seconds left in the Reese Auto Service second period. Tana Teichert to inbound. Emma Teichert in the backcourt. Emma takes it and takes her time moving. 4 seconds, 3 seconds when she crosses the timeline. Stopped by Stevens and a bounce pass to Barnes. The quarter ends before a shot is put up. 22-21, the final after 2 periods. Mountain View musters just 4 points in the second after an 18-point first quarter. Conversely, 13 points in the second quarter for Cokeville after just 8 in the first. We will take a break, come back with halftime stats next on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on MyLocalRadio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
22-21 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board at the Half Mountain View on top of Cokeville. But it was 18-8 at the end of the first period. 9 points from Haley Stevens, who is good, and then got to come out right now as she got her tonsils taken out earlier this week. She's fighting through the pain, but, man, you can see when her energy goes, her throat's killing her, and she hats off to her for playing and doing what she can, but you can tell she's definitely less than 100% out there. In her stead, when she did have to come out that first time, Jada Kennison, a freshman, came in and hit 2 3-pointers. And so she's got 6 points for Mountain View to hold on to that offense or keep that offense going when Stevens had to come out. 4 points from Kylie Dellinger, 2 from Sadie Mitchell, and 2 from Bailey Henstra is your total of 22. For Cokeville, 4 from Kylie Dayton, 4 from Emmy Barnes, and it's a lot of 4s. 4 points from Emma Tykert, 2 points from Harley Harmon, and Lily Richardson on the bench with 3 fouls. Emmy Barnes also has 3 fouls. Something to look out for Cokeville is that foul problems were definitely an issue for the Mountain View Cokeville boys game. Bit of an issue for this girls team in the Cokeville game, Cokeville girls and Mountain View game. 2 points from Riley Tykert and 5 from Tana Tykert. She got an and 1 to close the gap late in the first half. Third quarter coming your way in just a little while. We'll now go back to ads and come back with the third quarter next on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Our company specializes in fire damage restoration, mold inspection, remediation and testing, flood cleanup, and biohazardous cleanup services. We complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Safety is our highest priority, and once we've completed your job, we ensure your home or business will again be a safe place to occupy. Call me, Chase, at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's in Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
We hope you're enjoying this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Bradshaw's Glass, Towing, and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. The Come On In of Casper. When it comes time to cheer on your Buffs or Eagles at state, the Come On In is your best bet for a great night's stay. Auto Farm Chevrolet in Evanston. General Manager Dennis Lynch invites you to come and experience a community-driven dealership. Evanston Regional Hospital. Quality health care close to home. Bridger Valley Motor. Got a check engine light blinking? Don't guess at what the problem is. Take it to Slim at Bridger Valley Motor in Lyman. And Achieve Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. No excuses, just results. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Now, before the start of this second half, let's quickly check in with Jessica Moretti. I talked to her earlier this week and got her thoughts. I got her at the halftime of the boys' game, but let's hear what she had to say about this tournament in the beginning of the season. Mountain View head coach for the girls program, Jess Moretti, joins me. New season, are you ready for it?
Yeah, I am. We're ready to get going.
You get to start off at home. That's got to be a nice thing. And I guess you're not the AD, so you don't have to worry about this team needs that. But, you know, being at home, you don't have to travel. You get all the games coming to you. That's a rarity for tournaments.
Yeah, it is. It's nice, especially start this first one at home. I don't know. You know, you'd like to think a little bit of home court advantage, used to the space, get your own bed. I think it's a good way, any of those jitters that they might have, starting where they're comfortable and used to, yeah.
You get to see a lot of opponents in the first 3 weeks of multiple classifications, a lot of smaller classifications this week, and then anywhere between 1A and 4A next week, and then the Pinedale tournament, or the Rollins tournament. You could see a lot of 3A teams. What do you like about the variation of opponents and really just the sheer number of opponents in the first 3 weeks of the season?
Yeah, it is. It's a great variety, you know, and starting out with that 1A, 2A schedule, I feel like it gives us the opportunity to kind of get into our systems to an extent. You know, we have Cokeville. They're a very good basketball team, so we got to be ready for them. So even when you play those smaller schools, it doesn't really matter, you know. Next week when we go to the Flaming Gorge, we have 3 4A schools, and that's always a test for us every year. And so we look forward to starting out and kind of getting things settled in a little bit, and then really having to be challenged.
It's a new look team from a year ago. What can I expect out of some of these new names on the program?
Absolutely, yeah, we are. The girls, you're going to notice, I think, the same Mountain View girls basketball. We're going to push the ball. We're going to be fast. We're going to be aggressive. Try to put lots of pressure on the rim. I think Haley Stevens will be our primary point guard. That will be different this year, replacing that. But I really feel like we have, although we're a little bit on the younger side, I still feel like we have some excellent basketball players.
And you can hear she's got a lot of new basketball players in, some players back. Haley Stevens taking over some primary ball handling duties. Bailey Henstra back after some action last year. Kylie Dellinger got some time last year as well. Casey Bugas saw a little bit of time, but she's, of course, out for a month. Talked to her earlier today and said, so, Cass, for about a month, It's the best hope. She's got a torn ligament in her wrist, but no surgery required. Should be able to repair on its own. And then, of course, Sadie Mitchell had varsity time as well last year off the bench for those 5 seniors who left the program a year ago. Second half starts with a 22-21 advantage Mountain View's way, and Mountain View basketball moving from left to right in this second half. Mitchell passes back to Emily Bugas, who gives a little bump to her defender. Tana Tykert throws on a skip to the left block, no, to the right block. It's Haley Stevens. Quick out of the gates and 2 points on the board for Mountain View. She's into double digits in the contest, 11 points. Emma Tykert bounce passes to Dayton, gives it back to Tana Tykert. Pop out to the left side, Lily Richardson, short corner shot, rattles around the rim 3 times, misses. Richardson has to be careful. She's playing with 3 fouls that she's picked up in just a couple of minutes of playing time total. Stevens goes coast to coast, little scoop shot, no good, but called for a foul is Cokeville. I think Emma Tykert called for it. No, 1-1, the fouler. That's Dayton. Kylie Dayton with her first foul. Stevens misses on the first. Second free throw, 24-21, the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. It's in. Stevens' second free throw is good, and she's got 12 points in the contest. 7-12, not even a minute gone by, and Mountain View up on a 3-point run, 3-0 run, and a steal away. Kylie Dellinger comes away with a pass. A deflected pass out to the right corner. It's Bugas. She runs into the paint, gets tripped up, falls down on the ball, goes down to the ground along with Emma Tykert. A jump ball called. Possession arrow, Cokeville. We will have one more doubleheader for you tonight, and then one more Mountain View girls game tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. against Wind River. We'll have a Lyman girls game tomorrow as well at 12:30. That will be against Farson Eden. Bounce pass to Dayton. She's on the left wing. Drops over, hands it off to Emmy Barnes. She's got 3 fouls in the game. Pulls up, elbow shot, good. 6 points for Barnes. Averaged 11.5 about last year. Second leading scorer behind only Camille Nate, who's a senior on this team, but not sure that she'll get to play at all this year with the fractured leg. 25-23, make it 27-23. Bailey Henstra gets 2 in. Barnes down low, stolen away on a pass up, down to the free throw line. And it's Mountain View basketball. Haley Stevens, hands off. And throws it back. A shot up, no good. Henstra couldn't get the rebound. Barnes open on the left wing for 3. She passes it up. Dayton open for 3 as well. She'll take it from the top of the key. Misses off the front iron. Henstra rips the board down behind 2 players. Mountain View on the run. Stevens backs up a little bit on the left wing. 27-23 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Bugas at the free throw line. Had the ball cupped defensively by Dayton. She held on to it. Gives it off to Dellinger. Now in the high post. Dellinger back to Stevens. A deep 3 from the wing. Misses short. Rebound Cokeville. Emmy Barnes passes ahead to Dayton. She drives in 2 steps and tied up. It's either a jump ball or a travel. Jump ball to call. Bugas gets the possession back to Mountain View. Harmon and Tykert back in for the Cokeville Panthers. That's Riley Tykert and Harley Harmon. There's a question on the scores table right now. And just a question of the jump ball, but that's correct. Mountain View started with possession. There was a jump ball that gave it to Cokeville, and now a second jump ball gives it back Mountain View's way. So referees had that one correct. 27-23, Mitchell in the left corner. Dribbles into the elbow, dishes out baseline, and a drive by Stevens knocks it out of bounds. She dribbled it out of bounds. Timeout taken by Jessica Morading, head coach for the Mountain View Buffs. A full timeout. Actually, I think it was a 30-second timeout taken. 5:07 left in the third period. It is a full, so we'll take a minute break. 27-23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Cokeville trails Mountain View. First bank presentation of Buffs basketball.
We hope you're enjoying this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all of this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Jeff Piper and Farmers Insurance in Evanston. Whether it's home, life, renters, auto, or more, Jeff Piper is your one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs. Black's Fork Dental, top-of-the-line dentistry available right in your backyard. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
27-23 on the Benedict's Market True Value boards. We welcome you back to Mountain View, Wyoming, where the homestanding Buffs are ahead by 4 of the Cokeville Panthers on day 2 of the 2019-2020 Mountain View season and Wyoming high school basketball season. Missed shot out of the break by Cokeville, goes into the hands of the Buffs. Emily Bugas with it, hands it back to Dellinger. She goes and runs, and ball goes out of bounds. No, she saves it, but Tykert comes away with the steal. Throw ahead to Dayton. Layup. Good. Cokeville within 2 points. 27-25 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Good 6 points from Kylie Dayton, the point guard for the Cokeville Panthers today. Stevens drives in, dishes out to the right corner. Bugas back to Stevens. She hit a 1-3 earlier. Dellinger out to the left corners. Mitchell tries a 3, misses long. Henstra comes up with the rebound, misses everything on that. Cokeville basketball. Emma Tykert to Dayton, up to Tana Tykert at the top of the key. Halfway through the third period, short corner shot from Harmon. Harley misses. Bugas came up with the board, but then had to try to avoid the steal away from Harmon. Went down to the ground, gives it to Mitchell. A little shove as she puts up a floater on the run, and it's no good. Cokeville basketball. Dayton pushing it ahead to Harmon. Tie ball game. Layup on the assist from Dayton. Harmon ties it up. 4 points for her. 27-27 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Stevens sees some opening. Goes into the high post and stops and pops, drops it in. 29-27 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Harmon to tie it back up, and a reach in from Henstra puts her on the line for 2. Stevens goes into the bench. Or no, she's just getting she goes to the bench for the Mountain View and gets a water bottle. Trying to hydrate over this short break. And she is out of the game. Jada Kennison is in. I think that's Katie Georges as well, and Kendall Herford for the first time today. Henstra, Stevens, and Bugas all out for Mountain View. First shot a miss from Harmon. Second one no good as well. Rebounded by Barnes. She can't convert. Tie up between her and Mitchell. Which way's the ball headed? Looks like it stays with Cokeville. Maybe a step out of bounds by a Mountain View player in because there was no foul on that play. 29-27. Inbound is a kick. Ball violation out of bounds by Mitchell. Try it again. 3:23 left in the third period. 29-27 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Barnes inbounds right block. Harmon, yes! That one is Demi Harmon, the 6-foot junior. And it's tied up 29-29. Kennison races past the timeline for Mountain View. She hit a couple of shots earlier. Just at about 5'2". She needs a little bit of opening to get her shot off. She has it. Stops and pops at the three-point line on the corner. No good. Dellinger with the rebound. Just misses from 4 feet away. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Herford. Cokeville basketball. 3 minutes left in period number 3. Nearly stolen away. Dellinger nearly got a steal on the inbound. Now comes away almost with a steal again. A pass past the timeline. Dayton takes it. Is fouled. Misses the shot. 2 shots coming up on the free throw line though. Tie game. Foul on Herford, I think. Her first. To take the lead, Dayton on the first free throw, no good. Kylie Dayton, 6 points today. Cokeville, 1 of 7 from the free throw line. Mountain View, not a whole lot better. They're sitting at 2 of 6. 2:51 remains in the third period. Second free throw. Again to take a lead. Dayton converts. 30-29. Dellinger races across far sideline. Throws it to the right wing. Kennison a little hesitant to take that shot after missing her last one, I think, for the freshman. Short corner pass to Georges. She takes one dribble, jumps into a shot, misses it a little long. Mitchell can't get the board. Instead, it's to Harmon, and it's Cokeville basketball. Dayton pushes the tempo. Tykert on the right corner. Fakes, now delivers into the post. Harmon, a turnaround shot, no good. Harley Harmon ties up Georges. Jump ball. I think that's Mountain View possession. I thought it was Cokeville's. But I think, oh, no, that last ball would have been Cokeville. I missed that jump ball. That would have been the call. So Mountain View ball. 30-29 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Full court pressure for Cokeville's defense. Stevens across the timeline. Spins around. High dribble out to the left side. Dellinger to the free throw line. Kennison at the top of the key. 2:10 as she stops and gives it out to Stevens for a three. Misses just a little bit short. Stevens was backing up on it. After missing the shot, Mitchell picks up the board, tries to attempt herself, and is fouled. Harley Harmon on the offense. It's 2 shots. Harmon's second. Mitchell's 0 for 2 from the line. And she misses her first. Hit the front iron, then the side, and then rolled out. Third quarter here, 2:04. 3 players out for Cokeville. That's Harley and Demi Harmon and Emma Tykert. Tana Tykert, Emmy Barnes, and Lily Richardson back into the game for the Panthers. Trying to tie it up is Mitchell on her second free throw. It falls. Hit the rim twice again, but this time found the kind roll at the end. 30-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Wild bounce pass from Dayton is picked off in the paint. Mountain View with the possession. Stevens across the timeline. Trying to go coast to coast. Stops from 8 feet out, and a block foul called against Tana Tykert. Puts Stevens back to the free throw line. Stevens leading the way offensively despite having to come out intermittently for Mountain View. She had 9 points in the first half. 5 more to make a total of 14 here in the third. First free throw, nothing but net. Stevens 2 for 3 from the line. Mountain View takes back control of the game at 31-30, and a second make puts the lead at 2. Tykert across the timeline, passes to Barnes. Now double teamed, and Barnes throws it behind the line. Tana Tykert picks it up and immediately appeals that someone from Mountain View touched it, but over and back is the call. 32-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Stevens on the right wing with the dribble. Hands back to Dellinger, and she wasn't ready for it. Hit her in the head. Now Dellinger off to the races, into the lane, fouled, and to the line. Well, that was a silly play that may work for 2 points. Dellinger got hit square in the forehead and then reacted to cup the ball and immediately went racing right in that little rectangle of purple. First free throw, good. Dellinger came alive in the third quarter yesterday. Been a quiet one for her today, but she's got 5 points, chance for one more. That's in. 6 points for Dellinger. Mountain View up 34-30, 1:25 in the third period remaining. Hard pass to the middle of the lane to Tykert. She puts one up from 12 feet out. No good. Rebound, Emmy Barnes from the left blocks is long, but a shooting foul. As Sadie Mitchell got tripped up, and she is a little banged up right now. She's favoring her left leg. Not sure if that's an ankle or a knee. Replaced by Bailey Henstra. Mitchell walks off the court. 34-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Foul win against Georges. First free throw attempt, no good. 1 minute, 15 seconds in the third period. Second from Barnes. Misses as well. Rebound, though, Richardson. She can't convert. Gets her own board. Passes back outside. Then to Dayton up top. Down low. Dayton trying to get fancy to Tykert. Went past her on the pass, and it's out of bounds. Mountain View basketball. 1:06 in the third. Emma Tykert replaces Kylie Dayton after the turnover. Press still on for Cokeville. Stevens breaks it herself. Through the legs, spins around, still on the left sideline. Cuts back behind the back pass at the top of the key. Hands off to Kennison. 53 seconds left to Dellinger. She drives in high post, right wing pass to Stevens for three. Misses it. Georges comes up with the board. Passes back to Stevens, then to Dellinger. Down to 40 seconds left in the third period. Dellinger at the elbow, dishes out left side. Jada Kennison looks for Stevens. She comes around on a curl to the left wing. Then hand off to Dellinger, back to Kennison. Running a little delay here. Down to 30 seconds. And a throw up. I don't know, maybe it been a post entry attempt to Henstra. Goes over her head, but it was touched by Richardson or Tykert, Tana Tykert. With 27.5 left, Mountain View gets an inbound on the baseline. Dellinger to throw it in. Looks for Henstra, the 6-footer. Tosses it up high with the soft touch, and Henstra is able to grab it. 5-second clock working on her, looking for a passing mate. It's Stevens at the midline. Then to the high post, turnaround shot from Dellinger. Air ball. Georges again comes up with a rebound and is fouled. Georges with a couple of great rebounds here in the third period. She's not a very tall girl, 5'3", 5'4", maybe. What do we have her listed as? 5'4". A great cross-country runner, and that comes into play here. She's got the hustle. You don't have the height. She doesn't have a big frame either, but she's in the right place at the right time and always has the feet on the move. Dellinger throws away the inbound pass to Emmy Barnes. 10 seconds left. Cokeville pushing from right to left. Tykert to the top. Barnes for a three to pull it to within 1 point. No good. Hard off the handle. Kennison lets it go out of bounds with 2.8 seconds left. Mountain View basketball to end the third. I believe Cokeville gets the basketball at the start of this fourth quarter. Stevens runs out the clock, and we head to the fourth. A 4-point differential. Mountain View 34, Cokeville 30. This is the First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com. Again, 34-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
34-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Welcome you back to Mountain View High School, where the homestanding Buffaloes have a 4-point lead over Cokeville. Day 1 of the season for Cokeville, day 2 for Mountain View. The Buffs beat Kemmer, a fellow Lincoln County team, as is Cokeville, yesterday. Dayton gives it to Tykert as Cokeville comes out with possession in the fourth period. Down low to Demi Harmon. She bobbles the entry pass into the left block, and it's out of bounds, Mountain View basketball. On the court for the Buffs of Mountain View, Dellinger, Stevens, Kennison, Bugis, and Henstra. Stevens with it at the free throw line. Back to Dellinger. 3-ball up. She was uncontested, missed it short. Dayton lets it roll out of bounds. Back to Cokeville. Harley Harmon inbounding for Cokeville. Behind the timeline to Dayton. Kennison shading her. She races past. Bounce pass out to the left corner. Barnes picks it up at the 3-point line. Back to Dayton. Dayton out to the right corner. Emma Tykert gets a screen from Demi Harmon. And it's Dayton at the free throw line. Thought about a shot, but Kennison came out at the last second to guard her. Barnes back to Dayton. Almost 1 minute gone by in the fourth period. Tykert, guarded by Bugas, races in. Dellinger on her now. Zone defense for the Buffs, keeping the inside pretty much cleared out. Entry pass into the post intended for Harmon, stolen away by Bugas. Stevens across the timeline. 6:42 left in the fourth period. 4-point lead for Mountain View. Kennison just inside the three-point line, misses short. Tries to chase down her own board, and following your shot comes in handy as she does and puts in a layup. Follow your shot and good things will happen. 8 points for Kennison in today's game. On the other end, Demi Harmon makes a shot in the blocks, gets fouled, and has a chance for an and one. Foul against Bailey Henstra. Second bucket for Harmon. And one attempt is in. Keep it to a one-possession game. 36-33 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board after the 3 points by Cokeville. Down by just 3. Stevens to the right corner, it's Bugas. Emily has not scored today. Out to the right corner, Stevens tries a 3, good! 39-33 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Second tray for Stevens, leading the scoring load for Mountain View today. Up to 18 points. Barnes on the left corner, looks down low to Harmon. Got it over Henstra, 2 more for Demi Harmon. 5-point quarter for the 6-foot junior. Sadie Mitchell is all right. She moves to the scorer's table to check back in. 5:36 left on the miss from Mountain View. Cokeville on the run. Harley Harmon misses the fast break bucket, but Dayton follows her shot, makes it, and a late foul puts her back on the free throw line. Emily Bugas called for the foul. 39-37. Henstra's out. Sadie Mitchell's in. Foul number 3 on Emily Bugas. Free throw misses by Dayton, though. So it's still a 2-point game. Dellinger knocks the ball out of bounds on the miss. Cokeville with the baseline inbound, trying to tie it. Turning around, Tykert airballs it. Rebound, Bugas. Mountain View basketball. Emma Tykert versus Stevens. Stevens dribbles to her left, spins around across the timeline, bounces it off her knee once, and then throws it left to Dellinger. Crossover from Dellinger, hand off to Kennison. Comes around in a curl. Quick moving Kennison, then back to Dellinger. Stevens backs up at the top of the key for 3. Bank shot! It's open. It's only Friday. 42-37 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Sadie Mitchell steals the ball in transition back to Mountain View. Turning point in this contest. After the 3 ball by Stevens, a chance for a 5 or 6 point swing. Throw down from Stevens to Dellinger, 2 steps off the glass, and good layup, Kylie Dellinger. That 5-point swing, now maybe a 7, another steal by Stevens. She stops from 8 feet out, misses short, rebounded though by Cokeville. Cokeville basketball. Dayton throws it to the blocks, intended for Harmon, but a timeout called before that. 44-37 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View on top in this one. A First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball continues next on MyLocalRadio.com.
Meet the service and parts department staff at Auto Farm Chevrolet. We work on almost every type of vehicle, foreign and domestic. We also sell parts and accessories for almost all makes and models. Our staff is friendly and well trained, and we are here to serve you. Open Monday through Friday beginning at 7:30 a.m. We invite you to Auto Farm Chevrolet for all your parts and for all your service needs. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a community-driven dealer.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face to face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Big run, possibly continuing for Mountain View here. They lead at 44-37 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 4:20 left in the game. Cokeville had it within 2 points, but a 3-ball by Stevens followed by back-to-back turnovers, and here's another turnover right out of the break. Cokeville throws away the inbound pass. Puts Mountain View back in control. 5-0 run for the Buffs. We have 2 Lyman games coming up later on today, 5:30 and 7 p.m., live from Lyman High School. Bugus on the sideline inbound. Finds Kennison. She's guarded by Lily Richardson, the 6-footer, trying to keep up with a little 5'2" freshman. Bounce pass to Bugus. Looking back, hand off to Kennison. Richardson pops right out. She's playing hard with 3 fouls. Stolen away. Tykert on the run. 4 minutes left. Tykert stops and throws it up. Rattles in. 2 more points. Riley Tykert, her second bucket today. 44-39. Stevens took a brief break out in that timeout. Now we'll check in at the next dead ball. 3:50 on the clock. Bugus tries to get her first bucket today. Misses short from mid-range. Georges comes away with another hustle rebound. Back out to Dellinger, though. It's thrown away into the hands of Dayton. Dellinger behind her. Layup is good. Kylie Dayton, 4 points in the fourth quarter. We're back to a 1-possession game. 44-41 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Kennison backs up. Throws it right side to Dellinger. Timeout taken by Coach Moretti. We'll be back. 30 seconds on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com. It's 44-41 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
44-41 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View with a lead over Cokeville on day 2 of the 2019-20 season. Day 2 of the Bridger Valley Invitational. Day 1 of the tournament for Cokeville. Most of these teams got in here this morning, or maybe stayed the night last night, but Mountain View and Lyman both got games. Mountain View playing Cameron, the girls and boys, and then a boys game. Big Piney coming away victorious over Lyman, 56-54. Back underway, Mountain View with a 3-point lead and the possession of the basketball. 3:20 left in the fourth and final period. Dellinger rather, back out to Stevens. Calls for Bugus to come around. A little time delay curl. Then to Dellinger. Dayton trying to close off the line for that. Gives it off to Stevens. Dayton backing up on the defense. Stevens taking that time. We're down under 3 minutes. On the right wing, Stevens backs in, gives it to Kennison. She's guarded by Tykert. Dellinger flashes into the post. Tries to get it there, but it's stolen away by Tykert. Emily Tykert gives it to Richardson. Up ahead, Emmy Barnes. Maybe back to Richardson. No, instead to Dayton. She's at the top of the key. Has some space, not trying to shoot as of yet. Goes instead left side. Barnes at the free throw line, down low to Tykert. It's deflected into the hands of Richardson for the bucket. 43 points for Cokeville. It's a 1-point differential. And finally, Lily Richardson enters the scoreboard with 2:20 left in the fourth period. Dellinger shoots from 8 feet away, uses the glass, can't go. Tykert picks up the board. It rattled out. Now fast break. Tykert down low to Richardson. In the block, single coverage to take the lead. She does. 4 points for Richardson after not scoring through the first 3 quarters and change. Under 2 minutes to play. It's 45-44 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Cokeville on top of Mountain View. Emmy Barnes charged with the foul against Emily Bugus. Tripped her up. For Barnes, I have that as her 4th. It is. 1:54 left. Well, we've got a Dr. McKay Franklin precision play of the game, but maybe changing if there's any late game heroics here. That's why I write an erasable marker. Bugis inbounds to Haley Stevens. 1:52 left as she crosses over to the right against Barnes. Passes to Bugis on the right wing. Curls it up to the top of the key. Out right side for three from the corner. It's an air ball by Haley Stevens. Glass picked up. Rebound by Lily Richardson, and then she's fouled by Bugis. I believe that's Emily's fourth. Yeah, that's the fourth foul on Emily. Both teams with 6 team fouls as well, so another foul sends 1-and-1 free throws. Kennison checks into the game just in time for Emily Bugis. Wanting to keep the option of her into the game maybe a little bit later for defense or perhaps an overtime period. Full court pressure on for Mountain View. Pass back to Tykert. Finds Barnes on the near sideline. She stops with maybe some room to run. Passes back to Tykert. Across the timeline. Goes to Tykert. That's Riley Tykert to Dayton. 1:40 left. Dayton at the top of the key. 1 point lead for Cokeville, so they're in the driver's seat at the moment. Barnes down low to Dayton. She was unguarded, but misses the point-blank shot. Riley Tykert chases down the rebound. Just inside the three-point line. She passes back up top. Kylie Dellinger away with a steal against Dayton. The layup falls! 46-45. Kylie Dellinger with the steal and layup conversion gives Mountain View a 1 point lead late in the fourth period. 1:23 to go on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
46-45 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board following the steal and layup by Kylie Dellinger. Coach Moretti for Mountain View very vocal in the timeout huddle, talking about the defensive breakdown that happened just before the steal from Dellinger. That was a great defensive play, but it was not good defense by Mountain View leading up to that. They were lucky that 2 points were not scored by Dayton on a wide open shot in the blocks. Inbound, tied up between Haley Stevens and Harley Harmon, and the jump arrow is Mountain View's way. I was asking for any late game heroics to erase our Dr. McKay Franklin precision play of the game, and I think we've got 2 plays now in contention for it. 46-45, Mountain View on top. Dellinger throws it up high on the inbound. Mountain View basketball finds Stevens, setting up in the half court. 1:18 left. Out to the right corner. It's Kennison. Drives past her man. Outside into the blocks. A left-handed push shot. Kennison, 5'2" freshman, delivers in the paint. 48-45 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Dayton with the basketball. Out to the right corner. It's Tykert. 50 seconds. Gives it off to Dayton on the left wing. She dribbles to the right wing. Back to Barnes. High-low into Tana Tykert. High off the glass. No good. Harmon can't come up with the board. Instead, it's Sadie Mitchell for Mountain View. 40 seconds left. 1 possession game still, but a 3-point lead for Mountain View. Stevens with the basketball at the midline circle. Hands off to Dellinger. Down to 30 seconds to go. Mountain View's assistant coaching staff checking down to see how many timeouts do we have. 20 seconds left. Stevens dribbles. Gives it to Kennison, the freshman. Near the midcourt line, gets a little bump from Tykert, and then is stolen away by Dayton. 14 seconds left. They need a 3. And they go for the transition bucket instead, and a hoop. And Emmy Barnes has a chance to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. She got the layup assisted by Dayton. And Emmy Barnes to the line for an and one with 10.8 seconds left to tie it. Timeout taken, a 30-second, I think by Mountain View. Emmy Barnes on the line in a pressure situation. Has 6 points in the game, is 0 of 2 from the free throw line today. as a whole, Cokeville has not had a good day at the free throw line. They were 0 of 2 in the first quarter, 1 of 1 in the second, 2, 4, 6, 1 of 6 in the third, and are 1 of 2 in the fourth. So let's see, add that all up together. That's 3 makes, 3, 9, 10, 11. 3 of 11 for Cokeville at the free throw line today, needing 1 to tie it. That's a percentage of 27. Free throw line shooting was bad in the boys' game as well. And that was really something that got Cokeville in the end. They lost by 5 points. They missed about a dozen free throws at least. 10.8 seconds left as Mountain View comes back onto the court. They can't do anything about the score right now. It's all on the hands of Emmy Barnes. 11.7 points per game last year for the state championship at 1A level, Cokeville Panthers. Leading returning scorer with Camille Nate injured. It's up and it's out. No good. Rebound is tied up by Sadie Mitchell. A jump ball called between her and Tykert. No, a foul rather. A foul on Tykert, so the possession error will stay with Mountain View either way. That also means free throws for the Buffaloes. Up by 1. 48-47 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 2 seconds came off the clock. It's at 8.8. It was foul number 1 on Tykert. 1-and-1 situation. Mitchell 1 for 4 at the line today, now 1 for 5. Missed it. Ooh, lane violation. Gives her another chance. The lane violation on Harley Harmon for Cokeville negates that free throw miss. Try it again. Again, Mitchell 1 for 4 at the free throw line today. She has 3 points. Try it again, up, no good, same result. Dellinger tries to get the board. Mitchell comes up with it, and she's fouled back to the free throw line. 6.7 seconds left. Foul on Emmy Barnes. Ooh, that's number 5, I think. And Barnes is out of the game, the leading scorer for Cokeville. That from last season. She finishes with 8 points in the game. Leading scorer is Kylie Dayton in this contest. She's got 9. Score's the same, 48-47. Mountain View up 1. Situation's the same, 1-and-1 free throws. Mitchell makes it, 49-47. 6.7 seconds left to make it a 3-point game. And you're down to 1 possession for Cokeville. If it's a 3-point game, they're going to have to go for a 3. It's in. 50-47. Dayton crosses the timeline at 4 seconds. She's trapped. And a timeout just in the nick of time. On the Cokeville bench, 50-47, 2.2 seconds left. The conclusion of this contest when we return on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Well, a couple of notes coming out of the break. It's not 2.2 seconds. They added 1.2 onto the clock. And so 3.4 seconds for Cokeville to get off a shot from distance. The score is 50-47 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board here in the fourth. Mountain View's girls looking to start 2-0 in the season and in the driver's seat right now, but Cokeville with possession. Also, Emily Bugis for defense has checked back in with 4 fouls for the final play, perhaps, of this game. Almost certainly of this quarter. Mountain View back out. Ready to defend. Cokeville taking their time. Referees tell them to hurry it up. As Coach Brian Tykert is calling up one last play. Looks like they've got a screen coming around. Never mind. Cokeville had a timeout left, so they take another full timeout, and they'll continue to call up the play. From what I was looking at, it looked like they had someone screening around. As you would imagine, you have to open someone up and then just having a player streaking down to maybe throw a pass to on the inbound to the top of the key and get a three-pointer that way instead of trying to work around a trap is my guess. Full timeout taken. We'll be back in 30 seconds with, again, the conclusion of this game, 50-47 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
50-47 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Cokeville has Riley Tykert inbounding. Dayton closest to the ball. Hannah Tykert at the free throw line. Let's see, here comes the screen to open up Dayton. Well, she's not open. Instead, it's to the right corner. And for three, Riley Tykert. At the end, it falls at the buzzer. A three ball counts, and Cokeville ties it up. Riley Tykert was not necessarily the intended player, but maybe she was. She was open. She's a little sheepish on the sideline, excited to say the least. 50-50 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Overtime when we come back on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
50-50 as we enter overtime. Haley Stevens to tip against Harley Harmon. Mountain View moving from left to right, Cokeville right to left. Opening tip goes Cokeville's way, and you got to figure momentum is in favor of Cokeville. They're the team that tied it to end the quarter. Needed a three, got a wing three from Riley Tykert at the buzzer. Emma Tykert to Dayton. Fakes a shot at the wing. Riley bounce passes it into the blocks, a kick ball violation against Sadie Mitchell. 4 minutes were put onto the clock, now down to 3:44. Farson Eden boys entering the gymnasium, getting set for a game later on today. We'll have a Farson Eden girls game tomorrow at 12:30 in Lyman. Tana Tykert in the blocks and fouls out Emily Bugis. Bugis is done for the day. Jada Kennison, the freshman, back in. Bugis gets a round of applause from the home crowd. Does not score today, but played a lot of defense, and particularly in the post, was coming up with some steals in the zone look for the Mountain View team. First free throw by Tana Tykert is good. Tykert with 4 points today, 2 of 2 from the line. Second shot good, 52-50 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Haley Stevens to Dellinger. Dellinger behind the timeline, crosses it. Turns around into the paint, looks like she wants to go coast to coast, steps through the defense and does just that to tie it up. Athletic move by Dellinger. In transition, Harley Harmon misses in the blocks. Turn around, rebounded. And a turn and run for Haley Stevens. Still in the first minute of overtime, but there's only 4 put on the clock. Stevens into the paint, tries to take it herself, misses short. Short arm that one and looks maybe a little bit fatigued. Have to worry about that with Stevens throughout this weekend. Going forward, maybe she'll be recovered by then. Dellinger steals it away. Kennison on the run. giving up a few inches, and Tana Tykert steals it away, but it looked like she stepped out of bounds, and she did. Mountain View holds on to the possession. 52 all on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Hoop inbound under Mountain View's basket for Dellinger. Throws it to Mitchell. Off the blocks and off the glass. It's good. Mitchell gives Mountain View a 2-point lead. Tykert to Harmon. Throws it away. Threw it right past her. As Harley could have turned and dunked it in. I don't mean slam dunk. I just mean a little dink dunk, I guess. 2:45 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Overtime. Mountain View up by 2, 54-52 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Bonus coverage here on day 2 of the Bridger Valley Invitational. We're back with another Mountain View girls game tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. to close it all out. Mitchell at the free throw line. Jump stops, gives it to Kennison. Underhand handoff to Dellinger, then to Mitchell. Down low into the blocks. Henstra against Richardson. Hoop in the harm. Henstra to the line. Foul number 4 for Lily Richardson. She picked up 3 fouls in about as many minutes of play in the first half. Did not foul in the third or fourth quarters. It's a 2-possession game with 2:22 left in overtime number 1. And it stays as that as Henstra misses. No rebound. It goes out of bounds. No, there's a foul rather. Foul on number 10, Kylie Dellinger, leads to free throws. Dellinger's gone all 4 quarters and now halfway through the overtime, picking up just her first foul. Team foul number 9, so Lily Richardson is at the line for a 1-and-1. Richardson had 4 points in the fourth quarter. Has a jump shot free throw, and it goes in. (56-53). Richardson on her second. Misses. Stevens tumbles down to the ground on the rebound, and as a result, travels. Back to Cokeville. Mountain View fans wanted the foul call from behind. 56-53. Cokeville with possession, down by 3 points. They hit a 3 as time expired. That forced the overtime. Tykert has it at the top of the key, 2:15 left. That's Emma Tykert. Goes to her right, bounce pass to Riley Tykert. Gets a screen from Richardson, into the paint at the free throw line, passes back in the wing. Bounce pass to Dayton on the right wing, then to the top of the key. Tykert looking around, gets a screen from the right from Richardson, moves away from it though. Riley Tykert with the basketball, free throw line extended, drives into the edge of the paint, out right wing. Oh, it was a wide open 3 passed up by Tykert. Turn around, Demi Harmon, push shot off the glass, good. 56-55. Cokeville passed up a few good shots and got what ended up being a really high percentage shot at the end of it. 1 point differential, 1:36 left. I like the basketball I've seen out of this game by Cokeville. They don't force the 3 just because they're down 3. And you don't see that too much in basketball. You get the 2 points you can get and then worry about the next one when you've still got some time. Sadie Mitchell, wing 3, rolls out. It was in and then out. Demi Harmon on the rebound. 1 point game. Dayton pushing the tempo. Out to the left side. Tykert just inside the 3-point line. Hands it off to Dayton. Demi Harmon down to the right side. Short corner shot. Richardson misses short. Rebounded by Dellinger. Pushed in the back. Kennison takes the pass. Loses her dribble. Still holding on to it. And a foul maybe? No, a timeout called. Timeout got for Mountain View. 1:01 left in a 1 point lead. Mountain View takes a full timeout. 56-55 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. We'll be back in 60 seconds on a First Bank presentation.
With MyLocalRadio.com, you get to stay up to date with Lyman and Mountain View sports by watching all of the games live in the convenience of your own home. Now you get to keep up with your coaches, athletes, and teachers throughout the week with the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner. Weekdays during the school year, the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner will run on KNYN 99.1 FM at 3 p.m. and keep you up to date with the most interesting storylines from Lyman and Mountain View in football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, running, golf, and more.
We'll also check in with different students and teachers from the two schools throughout the year. 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on KNY and 99.1 FM is the Bridger Valley Coaches Show presented by MyLocalRadio.com. Stay connected.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
56-55 in overtime here on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board. 1:01 left in the game. Cokeville basketball, Mountain View basketball. Kylie Dellinger with the inbound on the Cokeville side of the court. Full court pressure on, as you would expect. Hard pass to Stevens. She collects it and races past Emma Teichert. Across the timeline now. 55 seconds left. 1 point control is Mountain View's over Cokeville. What they do with it is their decision here in these final possessions. Kennison takes the handoff and then hands off to Dellinger. She races into the paint. Dishes back outside. A weak bounce pass just past Kennison, though. Oh, miscommunication or just a little bit off target. Dellinger a little wild, and Kennison not reading the ball. Demi Harmon replaces Lily Richardson for Cokeville. Looking for post presence in the paint for points. Inbound to Dayton. Guarded by Kennison. She's reaching around trying to get a foul or trying to get a steal and instead gets a foul. Double bonus. That's foul number 10. That's a big one. In a 1 point game with 34.2 seconds left. Got to play tough defense, but I think we'd call that a freshman mistake. As that happens, you'll learn from it. Dayton drills the first. Tied up 56-56. To tie it, to take the lead. Dayton does that, 57-56. Mountain View the team down. On the Benedict's Market and True Value board, Stevens crosses to the left, takes around a screen from Dellinger. Looks like she wants to do it herself. Gets tripped up, and a foul called against Tana Teichert. That's also team foul number 10. So even though it's on the ground, it's 2 shots. .9 in overtime. That's seconds left. Stevens ties it. .22 points for Haley Stevens. And it's tied, 57-57. Rebounded by Henstra momentarily, but then back into the hands of Cokeville by way of Teichert. Dayton up ahead with 15 seconds left. At the free throw line, backs up to Teichert out right side. Emma Teichert has the basketball, then to Dayton at the top of the key. 10 seconds left. Tana Teichert on the left wing. Down to 7 seconds left. Dayton to Teichert. Down low, Dayton open, rejected by Henstra. 2 seconds left. 1 rolled out of bounds. The game's not quite over yet, even though the buzzer has sounded. There will be a little bit more time left in overtime, but I think it's about 0.8 seconds. It should be Mountain View possession. And that's the way it's ruled, but how much time is left? 0.5 seconds. No, 0.1? Well, that's as good as over. They have 0.1, now 0.5 seconds. That's a catch and shoot territory. Timeout taken. Looks like we're headed to double overtime, but we'll see. Full timeout taken by Mountain View. Back after this on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
Still a full timeout in progress. 0.5 seconds left on the clock. 57-57 as we welcome you back to the Cedar Top Dome in Uinta County. Mountain View, Wyoming, hosting this overtime game where the Buffs are tied with the Cokeville Panthers. Kylie Dayton rolled in unguarded to the paint just on that last play, but Bailey Henstra came up from behind with a rejection, a game-saving rejection. Now 0.5 seconds left, Mountain View basketball. Throw by Dellinger is picked up by Cokeville. We're headed to overtime number 2. 57 at the end of one overtime period. Back in a minute's time for overtime number 2. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com. 57-57, Cokeville and Mountain View on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Double overtime here in Mountain View, the Buffs and the Cokeville Panthers. Tied at 57. So it's our third tip-off of the game. Demi Harmon and Haley Stevens. Harmon wins it easily, gives it back to Harley Harmon. 4 more minutes put onto the clock. This will account for quarter number 5 officially, or I got not officially, but in time-wise, we're out to the length of a college game after this with those extra 8 minutes added on. Dayton out to the right wing, spins around, still with her dribble at the top of the key. Kennison pokes at it. Tykert, that's Emma Tykert with it at the free throw line, dribbling over to her right. Dayton on the right wing. Taking her time, and Cokeville trying to find a good down low possession. Gets it to Harmon. Henstra straight up and down defense. Missed shot. Tykert on the rebound. Puts it back past the partial block of Sadie Mitchell. Well, now we're at 59. 57. Riley Tykert hit the 3 ball to put us into overtime. Gets the putback shot there to give Cokeville a lead. Right corner to the 3 ball. It's Stevens missing. Henstra with a board. Puts it back and has fouled herself. Henstra to the free throw line. Certainly not a guarantee in today's game. 2 shots at the free throw line. Both teams in the double bonus. Foul goes against Demi Harmon, her first. And Henstra misses on the first free throw. She's 0 for 3 at the line. Misses both of them. Cokeville basketball with a 2-point lead. Loft pass to Tykert in the left corner. Gives it to Dayton on the wing. 1 minute and 15 seconds gone by in the second overtime period. Harmon to Dayton, swinging around to the right side. Emma Tykert with it. Back to Dayton. Then to the left side. Riley Tykert has it on the left wing. She hit that 3 to send it to overtime from the right wing. Flash into the post. Tykert to Tykert. And a miss. Emma Tykert there with the rebound. It's a law firm there, and it's a 4-point lead, 61-57 on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board. Emma Tykert with her 3rd bucket today. 4-point lead, 2:19 left. Mountain View maybe fading away late here. Dellinger at the free throw line, turns around, finds Stevens on the right wing. Methodical dribble from the right wing to the left. Mitchell takes a handoff on a curl around, then to Dellinger. Throws it to the right corner. Kennison skies up and grabs it. And Mitchell just outside the 3-point line, turns around, dribbles it to her left, jump stop, handoff to Dellinger. She'll take a wing 3. Need it now, but cannot convert. Under 2 minutes to play. It's Cokeville basketball with a 4-point lead. They're pushing the tempo still. Tykert down low to Emma Tykert. Glass shot, no good. Riley with the putback. Yes! And a 6-point lead for Cokeville. Riley Tykert with just, about 7 of the biggest points in this whole game. 3 ball from Kennison, rolls around, just falls out. 63-57. Chances running out with 1:27 for Mountain View. Back down into the blocks. Harmon has it knocked out by Dellinger. Six-point lead. And a timeout taken by Cokeville. We'll take it with them. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
63-57 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View has given up the lead that they held and now trail by 2 possessions to the Cokeville Panthers. 3.4 seconds were put on the clock at the end of regulation, and that was just enough time for Riley Tykert to find herself open on the right wing for a 3 that she dropped that put us into the overtime period at 50-50. In these now 2 overtime periods, Cokeville is tied up with Mountain View in the first overtime period, 57 points to 7. But has outscored Mountain View 6-0 in the second period. 1:20 left, and Cokeville with possession of the ball. And if they're smart, they're just going to hold on to it and wait to be fouled. Tykert on the right wing, down to 110. We'll tear down, then set back up and rebuild our broadcast as Kylie Dellinger fouls Emma Tykert. And get ready to bring you a 5:30, 7 o'clock doubleheader from Lyman High School against Kemmer. That certainly put us behind schedule a little bit with these 2 doubleheader or with these 2 overtimes, but you know, we appreciate good basketball, so we'll take it. Day 2 of the season, we've already got a double overtime game. First free throw by Tykert is good. It's a 3-possession game. Tykert not a big day offensively, but 3 points in overtime and 7 in the game. And a 7-0 second overtime period run for Cokeville. Mitchell in the transition. Had an open shot but missed it. Under a minute to play. Dayton racing down. Trying to put the dagger in. And she passes to Riley Tykert. She got us to overtime. And she probably just won it right there. 9-point game. Tykert. And a steal away. 45 seconds left. Cokeville has possession. Tykert scores 6 points in overtime, plus the 3 points in the last 3.4 seconds. So in the last 8 minutes and 3 seconds, Tykert scores 9 points. Hand off to Dayton into the paint, 24 seconds left, layup, no good. Battle for the board, won by Katie Georges. Georges picked up her pivot foot, it looked like, as she threw the ball, but they let that one go. Out to the left corner, catch and shoot 3 for Stevens. Air balls, Georges on the pickup. She's fouled and she gets the 2 in. A little bit too late for Mountain View to get their first 2 points of the overtime period, but Georges is on the board. 66-59 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 9.3 seconds left, and the shot is good. Georges cuts it to 6 points, but still 2 possessions. And the clock runs after a made shot, remember, so makes it just about mathematically impossible if Cokeville plays it right for Mountain View to even get in a position to get those shots off. And Dayton gives it to Tykert, and the clock runs out. 66-60. Cokeville comes from behind and wins in double overtime today, outscoring Mountain View in the second overtime period 9-3. And they move to 1-0 on the season. Mountain View drops to 1-1. We'll take a break, come back with a quick post-game show, and then get heading over to Lyman here for another doubleheader in a couple of hours from the Bridger Valley Invitational. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com. Again, the final on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board. Cokeville 66, Mountain View 60.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Post-game show here. Time to hand out the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game, and we're giving it to Haley Stevens for her fight through the game, but then also after the Kylie Dellinger steal late in regulation led to a layup when Mountain View was down by 1 point to then get back up by 1. And Haley Stevens stole the inbound pass, and that led to a 3-point lead for Mountain View. Now, of course, as it looked like Mountain View would come away with a victory in that one, it ended up not being the case as Riley Tyker hit the 3 at the buzzer to tie it at 50s. It was a good late run by Mountain View nonetheless, and that's your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game. We will now tear down and head on over to Lyman to bring you a doubleheader of the girls and boys taking on Kemmer. We saw Kemmer in action yesterday as those games went final. Both double-digit victories for Mountain View in those games, and the girls and boys split today 1-1. A win for Mountain View by 5 points over Cokeville, and a loss by 6 in double overtime for the Mountain View girls to Cokeville. Haley Stevens led all scores with 24 points, 12 from Kylie Dellinger and 10 from Jada Kennison off the bench. 4 points from Bailey Henstra, 7 from Sadie Mitchell, and 3 from Katie Georges rounds out our scores in the game. Cokeville was led by 13 points of Kylie Dayton and 13 from Riley Tykert, who scored 9 of those 13 at the last play of regulation, and then in the overtime period she had 6 as well. 7 points from Tana Tykert. Emma Barnes fouled out in the 4th with 8 points, 7 from Emma Tykert, 5 from Lily Richardson, and Harley Harmon had 4. Demi Harmon finished with 9 points. Those are your scores, and that's the broadcast for now. Be sure to tune in on MyLocalRadio.com for a doubleheader at 5:30 and 7 p.m. Lyman and Kemmer, day 2 of the Bridger Valley Invitational. I'm Jake Hibbard. We'll see you later on tonight.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. We appreciate you tuning in to this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive of Mountain View Buffaloes Athletics. We would like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors and partners who make this all possible. And of course, thank you for tuning in. Check out our website for more information about future Mountain View broadcasts, or like us on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Until next time, go Buffs!